And the Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, in the tabernacle of witness, on the first day of the second month, in the second year after their departure from the land of Egypt, saying, Take a census of all the congregation of Israel according to their clans, according to the houses of their fathers' families, by their names, every male from 20 years old and upward, every one who is able to go to war in Israel. Take account of them with their strength. You and Aaron shall take the count. With you there shall be a leader from each tribe, according to the clans of their families. These are the names of the men who shall be with you. From the tribe of Reuben, Elisur son of Sedier. From Simeon, Salamiel son of Surisadai. From Judah, Nason son of Aminadab. From Issachar, Nathaniel son of Sogar. From Zebulun, Eliat son of Chelon. From the sons of Joseph, from Ephraim, Elisamas son of Ammihud. From Manasseh, Gamaliel son of Pedasur. From Benjamin, Abidan son of Gideoni. From Dan, Achizar son of Ammishaddai. From Asher, Pagiel son of Ochran. From Gad, Eliasaph son of Ruel. From Naphtali, Ahira son of Enan. These were the famous men of the congregation, heads of the tribes according to their families, heads of thousands in Israel. Moses and Aaron took these men who were named. They assembled all the congregation on the first day of the month in the second year, and registered them according to their ancestry, by clans, by families, by the number of their names, every male from 20 years old and upward, every one according to their number, as the Lord commanded Moses. The sons of Reuben, Israel's firstborn, by their clans, by their families, by the number of their names, according to their heads, all males from 20 years old and upward, every one who went out to war, numbered 46,400. The children of Simeon, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 59,300. The sons of Judah, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 74,600. The sons of Issachar, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 54,400. The sons of Zebulun, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 57,400. The sons of Joseph, Ephraim by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 40,500. The sons of Manasseh, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 32,200. The sons of Benjamin, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 35,400. The sons of Gad, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 45,650. The sons of Dan, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 62,700. The sons of Asher, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 41,500. The sons of Naphtali, by their clans, families, number of their names, all males from 20 years old and upward who went out to war, numbered 53,400. This was the numbering that Moses and Aaron and the 12 leaders of Israel conducted, one leader for each tribe according to the clans of their families. The total number of the children of Israel able to go to war, from 20 years old and upward, was 603,550. But the Levites, by their families, were not counted among the children of Israel. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Do not count the tribe of Levi or include them in the census of the children of Israel. Instead, appoint the Levites to care for the tabernacle of the testimony and all its furnishings. They shall do the service of the tabernacle and shall camp around it. When the tabernacle is to be moved, the Levites shall take it down, and when it is to be set up, they shall set it up. Anyone else who approaches it shall be put to death. The children of Israel shall camp, each man by his own standard, with their divisions. But the Levites shall camp around the tabernacle of testimony, to guard it, so that there may be no wrath on the congregation of the children of Israel. The Levites shall keep the charge of the tabernacle of testimony. And the children of Israel did all that the Lord commanded Moses and Aaron, so they did. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Let the children of Israel encamp facing each other, every man keeping his own rank according to their standards, according to the houses of their families. The children of Israel shall encamp around the tabernacle of witness. Those who encamp first toward the east shall be the order of the camp of Judah with their host. The prince of the sons of Judah shall be Naasson, the son of Amminadab. His forces that were numbered were 74,600. Next shall be the tribe of Issachar. The prince of the sons of Issachar shall be Nathaniel, the son of Sogar. His forces numbered 54,400. Next shall be the tribe of Zebulun. The prince of the sons of Zebulun shall be Eliab, the son of Chailon. His forces numbered 57,400. All that were numbered in the camp of Judah were 180,600 and 400. They shall move first with their forces. This is the order of the camp of Reuben, their forces shall be toward the south. The prince of the children of Reuben shall be Elisur, the son of Sedier. His forces numbered 46,500. Next to him shall be the tribe of Simeon. The prince of the sons of Simeon shall be Salamiel, the son of Surasadai. His forces numbered 59,300. Next shall be the tribe of Gad. The prince of the sons of Gad shall be Elisath, the son of Ragel. His forces numbered 45,650. All who were numbered in the camp of Reuben were 151,450. They shall proceed in the second place with their forces. Then the tabernacle of witness shall be set forward, and the camp of the Levites shall be between the camps. As they encamp, so shall they commence their march, each one next in order to his fellow according to their companies. The station of the camp of Ephraim shall be westward with their forces. The head of the children of Ephraim shall be Elishama, the son of Emiad. His forces numbered 40,500. Next shall be the tribe of Manasseh. The prince of the sons of Manasseh shall be Gamaliel, the son of Phedassar. His forces numbered 32,200. Next shall be the tribe of Benjamin. The prince of the sons of Benjamin shall be Abidan, the son of Gadioni. His forces numbered 35,400. All that were numbered in the camp of Ephraim were 108,100. They shall set out third. The order of the camp of Dan shall be northward with their forces. The prince of the sons of Dan shall be Achizar, the son of Ammissadai. His forces numbered 62,700. Next shall be the tribe of Asher. The prince of the sons of Asher shall be Phagiel, the son of Ekron. His forces numbered 41,500. Next shall be the tribe of Naphtali. The prince of the children of Naphtali shall be Achir, son of Enan. His forces numbered 53,400. All that were numbered in the camp of Dan were 157,600. They shall set out last according to their order. This is the numbering of the children of Israel according to the houses of their families. The total numbering of the camps with their forces was 603,550. But the Levites were not numbered with them, as the Lord commanded Moses. The children of Israel did all things as the Lord commanded Moses. They encamped in their order and began their march in succession, each according to their divisions and the houses of their families. These are the generations of Aaron and Moses on the day the Lord spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai. The sons of Aaron were Nadab, the firstborn, Abiad, Eleazar, and Ithamar. These were the anointed priests consecrated to the priesthood. Nadab and Abiad died before the Lord when they offered strange fire in the wilderness of Sinai and had no children. Eleazar and Ithamar ministered in the priest's office with Aaron their father. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the tribe of Levi and set them before Aaron the priest. They shall minister to him and keep his charges and the charges of the children of Israel before the tabernacle of witness. They shall do the works of the tabernacle and keep all its furniture and the charges of the children of Israel regarding all the works of the tabernacle. Ye shall give the Levites to Aaron and his sons the priests as a gift from the children of Israel. Ye shall appoint Aaron and his sons over the tabernacle of witness, and they shall keep their priestly charge in all things belonging to the altar and within the veil. Anyone who touches them shall die. Behold, I have taken the Levites from among the children of Israel instead of every male that opens the womb. They shall be their ransom. The Levites shall be mine, for every firstborn is mine. On the day I smote every firstborn in the land of Egypt, I sanctified every firstborn in Israel, both man and beast, they shall be mine. I am the Lord. The Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai, saying, Take the number of the sons of Levi according to the houses of their families, according to their divisions. Number every male from a month old and upward. Moses and Aaron numbered them by the word of the Lord as commanded. The sons of Levi were Gershon, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Gershon according to their families were Libni and Shimei. The sons of Kohath according to their families were Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The sons of Merari according to their families were Mali and Mushi. These are the families of the Levites according to their houses. To Gershon belonged the families of Libni and Shimei. The numbering of them from a month old and upward was 7,500. The sons of Gershon shall encamp westward behind the tabernacle. The ruler of the household of the family of Gershon was Elisaph, the son of Dale. The charge of the sons of Gershon in the tabernacle of witness was the tent and the veil, the covering of the door of the tabernacle, the curtains of the court, the veil of the door of the court which is by the tabernacle, and the remainder of its works. To Kohath belonged 4 divisions, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel, numbering 8,600 males from a month old upward. They keep the charges of the holy things. The families of the sons of Kohath shall encamp beside the tabernacle toward the south. The chief of the house of the families of Kohath was Elisaphan, the son of Uzziel. Their charge was the ark, the table, the candlestick, the altars, all the vessels of the sanctuary used in holy service, the veil, and all their works. The chief over the Levites was Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, appointed to keep the charges of the holy things. To Merari belonged the families of Mali and Mushi. Their numbering from a month old and upward was 6,050. The head of the house of the families of Merari was Suriel, the son of Abicail. They shall encamp by the side of the tabernacle northwards. The oversight of the sons of Merari included the pillars, bars, sockets, furniture, pillars of the court around, their bases, pins, and cords. Before the tabernacle of witness, on the east, shall be Moses and Aaron and his sons, keeping the charges of the sanctuary according to the charges of the children of Israel. Any stranger who touches them shall die. The total numbering of the Levites, from a month old and upward, was 22,000. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Count every firstborn male of the children of Israel from a month old upward by name. Take the Levites for me instead of all the firstborn of the sons of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of all the firstborn cattle of Israel. Moses counted every firstborn among the children of Israel as the Lord commanded him. All the male firstborn numbered 22,273. The Lord said, Take the Levites instead of all the firstborn of Israel, and the cattle of the Levites instead of their cattle. The Levites shall be mine, I am the Lord. For the ransom of the 273 who exceeded the Levites in number, take 5 shekels each, according to the holy didrachm, 20 obols to the shekel. Give the money to Aaron and his sons as the ransom for those who exceed in number. Moses took the silver ransom of those who exceeded the Levites, a total of 1,365 shekels, according to the holy shekel. Moses gave the ransom money to Aaron and his sons as the Lord commanded him. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Take the sum of the children of Kath from the midst of the sons of Levi, after their families, according to the houses of their fathers' households, from 25 years old and upward until 50 years, every one that goes in to minister, to do all the works in the tabernacle of witness. And these are the works of the sons of Kath in the tabernacle of witness. It is most holy. And Aaron and his sons shall go in, when the camp is about to move, and shall take down the shadowing veil, and shall cover with it the ark of the testimony. And they shall put on it a cover, even a blue skin, and put on it above a garment all of blue, and shall put the staves through the rings. And they shall put on the table set forth for shewbread a cloth all of purple, and the dishes, and the censers, and the cups, and the vessels with which one offers drink offerings, and the continual loaves shall be upon it. And they shall put upon it a scarlet cloth, and they shall cover it with a blue covering of skin, and they shall put the staves into it. And they shall take a blue covering, and cover the candlestick that gives light, and its lamps, and its snuffers, and its funnels, and all the vessels of oil with which they minister. And they shall put it, and all its vessels, into a blue skin cover, and they shall put it on bearers. And they shall put a blue cloth for a cover on the golden altar, and shall cover it with a blue skin cover, and put in its staves. And they shall take all the instruments of service, with which they minister in the sanctuary, and shall place them in a cloth of blue, and shall cover them with blue skin covering, and put them upon staves. And he shall put the covering on the altar, and they shall cover it with a cloth all of purple. And they shall put upon it all the vessels with which they minister upon it, and the firepans, and the flesh hooks, and the cups, and the cover, and all the vessels of the altar, and they shall put on it a blue cover of skins, and shall put in its staves. And they shall take a purple cloth, and cover the laver and its foot, and they shall put it into a blue cover of skin, and put it on bars. And Aaron and his sons shall finish covering the holy things, and all the holy vessels, when the camp begins to move, and afterwards the sons of Kath shall go in to take up the furniture, but shall not touch the holy things, lest they die. Beasts shall the sons of Kath bear in the tabernacle of witness. Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest is overseer, the oil of the light, and the incense of composition, and the daily meat offering and the anointing oil, are his charge, even the oversight of the whole tabernacle, and all things that are in it in the holy place, in all the works. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, He shall not destroy the family of Kath from the tribe out of the midst of the Levites. This to ye to them, and they shall live and not die, when they approach the holy of holies. Let Aaron and his sons advance, and they shall place them each in his post for bearing. And so they shall by no means go in to look suddenly upon the holy things, and die. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the sum of the children of Gedson, and these according to the houses of their lineage, according to their families. Take the number of them from 25 years old and upwards until the age of 50, every one that goes in to minister, to do his business in the tabernacle of witness. This is the public service of the family of Gedson, to minister and to bear. And they shall bear the skins of the tabernacle, and the tabernacle of witness, and its veil, and the blue cover that was on it above, and the cover of the door of the tabernacle of witness. And all the curtains of the court which were upon the tabernacle of witness, and the appendages, and all the vessels of service that they minister what they shall attend to. According to the direction of Aaron and his sons shall be the ministry of the sons of Gedson, in all their ministries, and in all their works, and thou shalt take account of them by name in all things borne by them. This is the service of the sons of Gedson in the tabernacle of witness, and their charge by the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. The sons of Merari according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, take ye the number of them. Take the number of them from 25 years old and upwards until 50 years old, every one that goes in to perform the services of the tabernacle of witness. And these are the charges of the things borne by them according to all their works in the tabernacle of witness. They shall bear the chapiters of the tabernacle, and the bars, and its pillars, and its sockets, and the veil, and there shall be their sockets, and their pillars, and the curtain of the door of the tabernacle. And they shall bear the pillars of the court round about, and there shall be their sockets, and they shall bear the pillars of the veil of the door of the court, and their sockets, and their pins, and their cords, and all their furniture, and all their instruments of service. Take ye their number by name, and all the articles of the charge of the things borne by them. This is the ministration of the family of the sons of Merari in all their works in the tabernacle of witness, by the hand of Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. And Moses and Aaron and the rulers of Israel took the number of the sons of Kath according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, from 25 years old and upwards to the age of 50 years, every one that goes in to minister and do service in the tabernacle of witness. And the numbering of them according to their families was 2,750. This is the numbering of the family of Kath, every one that ministers in the tabernacle of witness, as Moses and Aaron numbered them by the word of the Lord, by the hand of Moses. And the sons of Gershon were numbered according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, from 25 years old and upward till 50 years old, every one that goes in to minister and to do the services in the tabernacle of witness. And the numbering of them according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, was 2,630. This is the numbering of the family of the sons of Gershon, every one who ministers in the tabernacle of witness, whom Moses and Aaron numbered by the word of the Lord, by the hand of Moses. And also the family of the sons of Merari were numbered according to their divisions, according to the house of their fathers, from 25 years old and upward till 50 years old, every one that goes in to minister in the services of the tabernacle of witness. And the numbering of them according to their families, according to the houses of their lineage, was 3,200. This is the numbering of the family of the sons of Merari, whom Moses and Aaron numbered by the word of the Lord, by the hand of Moses. All that were numbered, whom Moses and Aaron and the rulers of Israel numbered, namely, the Levites, according to their families and according to the houses of their lineage, from 25 years old and upward till 50 years old, every one that goes into the service of the works, and the charge of the things that are carried in the tabernacle of witness. And they that were numbered were 8,580. He reviewed them by the word of the Lord by the hand of Moses, appointing each man severally over their respective work, and over their burdens, and they were numbered, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Charge the children of Israel, and let them send forth out of the camp every leper, and every one who has issue of the reins, and every one who is unclean from a dead body. Whether male or female, send them forth out of the camp, and they shall not defile their camps in which I dwell among them. And the children of Israel did so, and sent them out of the camp, as the Lord said to Moses, so did the children of Israel. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Every man or woman who shall commit any sin that is common to man, or if that soul shall in any wise have neglected the commandment and transgressed, that person shall confess the sin which he has committed, and shall make satisfaction for his trespass. He shall pay the principal, and shall add to it the fifth part, and shall make restoration to him against whom he has trespassed. But if a man have no near kinsman, so as to make satisfaction for his trespass to him, the trespass offering paid to the Lord shall be for the priest, besides the ram of atonement, by which he shall make atonement with it for him. And every firstfruits in all the sanctified things among the children of Israel, whatsoever they shall offer to the Lord, shall be for the priest himself. And the hallowed things of every man shall be his, and whatever man shall give anything to the priest, the gift shall be his. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, Whosoever wife shall transgress against him, and slight and despise him, and supposing any one shall lie with her carnally, and the thing shall be hid from the eyes of her husband, and she should conceal it and be herself defiled, and there be no witness with her, and she should not be taken, and there should come upon him a spirit of jealousy, and he should be jealous of his wife, and she be defiled, or there should come upon him a spirit of jealousy, and he should be jealous of his wife, and she should not be defiled, then shall the man bring his wife to the priest, and shall bring his gift for her, the 10th part of an ephah of barley meal. He shall not pour oil upon it, neither shall he put frankincense upon it, for it is a sacrifice of jealousy, a sacrifice of memorial, recalling sin to remembrance. And the priest shall bring her, and cause her to stand before the Lord. And the priest shall take pure running water in an earthen vessel, and he shall take of the dust that is on the floor of the tabernacle of witness, and the priest having taken it shall cast it into the water. And the priest shall cause the woman to stand before the Lord, and shall uncover the head of the woman, and shall put into her hands the sacrifice of memorial, the sacrifice of jealousy, and in the hand of the priest shall be the water of this conviction that brings the curse. And the priest shall adjure her, and shall say to the woman, If no one has lain with thee, and if thou hast not transgressed so as to be polluted, being under the power of thy husband, be free from this water of the conviction that causes the curse. But if being a married woman thou hast transgressed, or been polluted, and any one has lain with thee, beside thy husband, then the priest shall adjure the woman by the oaths of this curse, and the priest shall say to the woman, The Lord bring thee into a curse and under an oath in the midst of thy people, in that the Lord should cause thy thigh to rot and thy belly to swell, And this water bringing the curse shall enter into thy womb to cause thy belly to swell, and thy thigh to rot. And the woman shall say, So be it, so be it. And the priest shall write these curses in a book, and shall blot them out with the water of the conviction that brings the curse. And he shall cause the woman to drink the water of the conviction that brings the curse, and the water of the conviction that brings the curse shall enter into her. And the priest shall take from the hand of the woman the sacrifice of jealousy, and shall present the sacrifice before the Lord, and shall bring it to the altar. And the priest shall take a handful of the sacrifice as a memorial of it, and shall offer it up upon the altar, and afterwards he shall cause the woman to drink the water. And it shall come to pass, if she be defiled, and have altogether escaped the notice of her husband, then the water of the conviction that brings the curse shall enter into her, and she shall swell in her belly, and her thighs shall rot, and the woman shall be for a curse in the midst of her people. But if the woman have not been polluted, and be clean, then shall she be guiltless, and shall conceive seed. This is the law of jealousy, wherein a married woman should happen to transgress, and be defiled, or in the case of a man on whomsoever the spirit of jealousy should come, and he should be jealous of his wife, and he should place his wife before the Lord, and the priest shall execute towards her all this law. Then the man shall be clear from sin, and that woman shall bear her sin. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, Whatsoever man or woman shall specially vow a vow to separate oneself with purity to the Lord, he shall purely abstain from wine and strong drink, and he shall drink no vinegar of wine or vinegar of strong drink, and whatever is made of the grape he shall not drink, neither shall he eat fresh grapes or raisins, all the days of his vow. He shall eat no one of all the things that come from the vine. Wine from the grape stones to the husk, all the days of his separation, a razor shall not come upon his head, until the days be fulfilled which he vowed to the Lord. He shall be holy, cherishing the long hair of the head, all the days of his vow to the Lord. He shall not come nigh to any dead body, to his father or his mother, or to his brother or his sister. He shall not defile himself for them, when they have died, because the vow of God is upon him on his head. All the days of his vow he shall be holy to the Lord. And if any one should die suddenly by him, immediately the head of his vow shall be defiled, and he shall shave his head in whatever day he shall be purified. On the 7th day he shall be shaved. And on the 8th day he shall bring 2 turtle doves, or 2 young pigeons, to the priest, to the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And the priest shall offer one for a sin offering, and the other for a whole burnt offering, and the priest shall make atonement for him in the things wherein he sinned respecting the dead body, and he shall sanctify his head in that day, in which he was consecrated to the Lord, all the days of his vow, and he shall bring a lamb of a year old for a trespass offering, and the former days shall not be reckoned, because the head of his vow was polluted. And this is the law of him that has vowed, in whatever day he shall have fulfilled the days of his vow, he shall himself bring his gift to the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And he shall bring his gift to the Lord, 1 he-lamb of a year old without blemish for a whole burnt offering, and 1 ewe-lamb of a year old without blemish for a sin offering, and 1 ram without blemish for a peace offering, and a basket of unleavened bread of fine flour, even loaves kneaded with oil, and unleavened cakes anointed with oil, and their meat offering, and their drink offering. And the priest shall bring them before the Lord, and shall offer his sin offering, and his whole burnt offering. And he shall offer the ram as a sacrifice of peace offering to the Lord with the basket of unleavened bread, and the priest shall offer its meat offering and its drink offering. And he that has vowed shall shave the head of his consecration by the doors of the tabernacle of witness, and shall put the hairs on the fire which is under the sacrifice of peace offering. And the priest shall take the sodden shoulder of the ram, and 1 unleavened loaf from the basket, and 1 unleavened cake, and shall put them on the hands of the votary after he has shaved off his holy hair. And the priest shall present them as an offering before the Lord. It shall be the holy portion for the priest beside the breast of the heave offering and beside the shoulder of the wave offering, and afterwards the votary shall drink wine. This is the law of the votary who shall have vowed to the Lord his gift to the Lord, concerning his vow, besides what he may be able to afford according to the value of his vow, which he may have vowed according to the law of separation. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron and to his sons, saying, Thus ye shall bless the children of Israel, saying to them, The Lord bless thee and keep thee. The Lord make his face to shine upon thee, and have mercy upon thee. The Lord lift up his countenance upon thee, and give thee peace. And they shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I the Lord will bless them. And it came to pass in the day in which Moses finished the setting up of the tabernacle, that he anointed it, and consecrated it, and all its furniture, and the altar and all its furniture. He even anointed them, and consecrated them. And the princes of Israel brought gifts, 12 princes of their fathers' houses. These were the heads of tribes, these are they that presided over the numbering. And they brought their gift before the Lord, 6 covered wagons, and 12 oxen, a wagon from 2 princes, and a calf from each, and they brought them before the tabernacle. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take of them, and they shall be for the works of the services of the tabernacle of witness, and thou shalt give them to the Levites, to each one according to his ministration. And Moses took the wagons and the oxen, and gave them to the Levites. And he gave 2 wagons and 4 oxen to the sons of Gedson, according to their ministrations. And 4 wagons and 8 oxen he gave to the sons of Merari according to their ministrations, by Ithamar the son of Aaron the priest. But to the sons of Kath he gave them not, because they have the ministrations of the sacred things, they shall bear them on their shoulders. And the rulers brought gifts for the dedication of the altar, in the day in which he anointed it, and the rulers brought their gifts before the altar. And the Lord said to Moses, 1 chief each day, they shall offer their gifts a chief each day for the dedication of the altar. And he that offered his gift on the first day was Naasson the son of Amminadab, prince of the tribe of Judah. And he brought his gift, 1 silver charger of 130 shekels was its weight, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Naasson the son of Amminadab. On the 2nd day Nathaniel son of Sogar, the prince of the tribe of Issachar, brought his offering. And he brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering. 1 censer of 10 golden shekels, full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice, a peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Nathaniel the son of Sogar. On the 3rd day the prince of the sons of Zabulon, Eliab the son of Chailon, brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Eliab the son of Chailon. On the 4th day Elisur the son of Sedier, the prince of the children of Reuben, brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Elisur the son of Sedier. On the 5th day the prince of the children of Simeon, Salamiel the son of Surasadai, brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Salamiel the son of Surasadai. On the 6th day the prince of the sons of Gad, Elisaph the son of Regel brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Elisaph the son of Regel. On the 7th day the prince of the sons of Ephraim, Elishama the son of Amiad, brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight was 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Elishama the son of Amiad. On the 8th day the prince of the sons of Manasseh, Gamaliel the son of Pedasser, brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Gamaliel the son of Pedasser. On the 9th day the prince of the sons of Benjamin, Abidan the son of Gadioni, brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 1 he-lamb of a year old for a whole burnt offering, and 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering. And for a sacrifice of peace offering, 2 heifers, 5 rams, 5 he-goats, 5 ewe-lambs of a year old. This was the gift of Abidan the son of Gadioni. On the 10th day the prince of the sons of Dan, the Kezer the son of Ammisadi, brought his gift, 1 silver charger, its weight 130 shekels, 1 silver bowl of 70 shekels according to the holy shekel, both full of fine flour kneaded with oil for a meat offering. 1 golden censer of 10 shekels, full of incense. 1 calf. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to Aaron, and say to him, Whenever you set the lamps in order, the 7 lamps shall give light opposite the candlestick. And Aaron did so. On one side opposite the candlestick he lighted its lamps, as the Lord appointed Moses. This is the construction of the candlestick. It is solid gold, its stem and its lilies, all solid, according to the pattern which the Lord showed Moses, so he made the candlestick. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the Levites out of the midst of the children of Israel, and purify them. Ye shall sprinkle them with water of purification, shave their whole body with a razor, and they shall wash their garments and be clean. They shall take 1 calf of the herd, with its meat offering of fine flour mingled with oil, also take a calf of a year old of the herd for a sin offering. Bring the Levites before the tabernacle of witness and assemble all the congregation of the sons of Israel. Bring the Levites before the Lord, and the sons of Israel shall lay their hands upon the Levites. Aaron shall separate the Levites as a gift before the Lord from the children of Israel, and they shall be prepared to perform the works of the Lord. The Levites shall lay their hands on the heads of the calves. One shall be offered for a sign offering, the other for a whole burnt offering to the Lord, to make atonement for them. Set the Levites before the Lord, Aaron and his sons, give them as a gift before the Lord. Separate the Levites from the children of Israel, and they shall be mine. Afterwards, the Levites shall perform the works of the tabernacle of witness, purify them and present them before the Lord. They are given to me instead of all the firstborn of the sons of Israel who open every womb. For every firstborn among the children of Israel is mine, whether man or beast. On the day I smote every firstborn in Egypt, I sanctified them to myself. I took the Levites in place of every firstborn among the children of Israel. I gave the Levites as a gift to Aaron and his sons from among the children of Israel, to do the service of the children of Israel in the tabernacle of witness and to make atonement for the children of Israel. Thus, none among the sons of Israel shall approach the holy things. Moses, Aaron, and all the congregation of Israel did to the Levites as the Lord commanded Moses. The Levites purified themselves and washed their garments. Aaron presented them as a gift before the Lord and made atonement to purify them. The Levites then ministered in the tabernacle of witness before Aaron and his sons, as the Lord appointed Moses. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, From 25 years old and upward, the Levites shall minister in the tabernacle of witness. From 50 years old, they shall cease from ministry and not work any longer. Their brothers shall serve to keep charges, but shall not do the work. The Lord spoke to Moses in the wilderness of Sinai in the 2nd year after the exodus from Egypt, in the 1st month. Speak, and let the children of Israel keep the Passover in its season. On the 14th day of the 1st month at evening, keep it according to its law and ordinance. Moses ordered Israel to sacrifice the Passover on that day in the wilderness of Sinai, as the Lord commanded. Some men were unclean due to a dead body and could not keep the Passover on that day. They came to Moses and Aaron and asked if they should fail to offer the gift to the Lord in its season. Moses told them to stand and hear what the Lord commands. The Lord said, Speak to Israel, if anyone is unclean by reason of a dead body, or on a journey far away, they shall keep the Passover in the 2nd month, on the 14th day at evening, with unleavened bread and bitter herbs. They shall not leave any until morning, nor break any bones. They shall sacrifice it according to the ordinance of the Passover. Anyone who is clean and not far away but fails to keep the Passover shall be cut off from their people for not offering the gift to the Lord in its season. They bear their iniquity. A stranger who keeps the Passover shall do so according to the law and ordinance. There shall be one law for both the stranger and the native. On the day the tabernacle was pitched, the cloud covered the tabernacle, the place of testimony. In the evening it appeared as fire until morning. So it was continually, cloud by day, fire by night. When the cloud lifted, Israel departed. Where it rested, they encamped. Israel shall camp and move by the command of the Lord, as long as the cloud overshadows the tabernacle. When the cloud stays many days, Israel shall keep the charge of God and not move. When the cloud overshadows the tabernacle for days, they shall encamp and remove by the Lord's word. When the cloud remains from evening till morning and then rises, they shall move by day or night. If the cloud continues a full month, Israel shall camp and not depart except by the Lord's command. They kept the charge of the Lord by the command of Moses. The Lord said to Moses, Make 2 silver trumpets of beaten work. They shall be used to call the assembly and to signal the camps to move. Sounding one trumpet calls the rulers and princes to you. Sounding an alarm signals the east camp to move, the second alarm for the south camp, the third for the west camp, the fourth for the north camp. The priests, sons of Aaron, shall sound the trumpets. This shall be a perpetual ordinance for generations. When going to war, sound the trumpets to be remembered before the Lord and saved from enemies. On days of gladness, feasts, and new moons, sound the trumpets at your burnt offerings and peace offerings, a memorial before God. I am the Lord your God. In the 2nd year, 2nd month, 20th day, the cloud rose from the tabernacle. Israel set forward with their baggage in the wilderness of Sinai. The cloud rested in the wilderness of Paran. The first rank departed by the word of the Lord through Moses. The camp of Judah with their host set forward first, Naasson son of Amminadab over them. Over Issachar's host was Nathaniel son of Sogar. Over Zebulun's host was Eliab son of Chailon. The sons of Gershon and Merari bore the tabernacle. The camp of Reuben set forward with their host, Elisur son of Sedier over them. Over Simeon was Salamiel son of Surisadai. Over Gad was Elisaph son of Ragel. The sons of Kohath bore the holy things, others set up the tabernacle as they arrived. The camp of Ephraim set forward, Elisama son of Semid over them. Over Manasseh was Gamaliel son of Phedassar. Over Benjamin was Abidan son of Gideoni. The camp of Dan was last, the Kezer son of Ammishaddai over them. Over Asher was Pagiel son of Ochran, over Naphtali was Ahira son of Enan. These are the armies of Israel, they set forward with their forces. Moses said to Hobab son of Ragel, the Midianite and his father-in-law, "We are going to the place the Lord promised. Come with us and we will do you good, for the Lord has spoken good concerning Israel." He said, "I will not go, but return to my land and kindred." Moses said, "Do not leave us, for you have been an elder among us in the wilderness. If you go with us, whatever good the Lord does for us, we will also do for you." They departed from Mount Sinai on a 3-day journey. The Ark of the Covenant went before them to provide rest. The cloud overshadowed them by day as they left the camp. When the ark moved, Moses said, "Arise, O Lord, let your enemies be scattered, let those who hate you flee." When it rested, he said, "Return, O Lord, the thousands and tens of thousands in Israel." And the people murmured sinfully before the Lord, and the Lord heard them and was very angry, and fire was kindled among them from the Lord, and devoured a part of the camp. And the people cried to Moses, and Moses prayed to the Lord, and the fire was quenched. And the name of that place was called Burning, for a fire was kindled among them from the Lord. And the mixed multitude among them lusted exceedingly, and they and the children of Israel sat down and wept and said, "Who shall give us flesh to eat? We remember the fish which we ate in Egypt freely, and the cucumbers, and the melons, and the leeks, and the garlic, and the onions. But now our soul is dried up, our eyes turned to nothing but to the manna. And the manna is as coriander seed, and the appearance of it the appearance of hoarfrost." And the people went through the field, and gathered, and ground it in the mill, or pounded it in a mortar, and baked it in a pan, and made cakes of it, and the sweetness of it was as the taste of wafer made with oil. And when the dew came upon the camp by night, the manna came down upon it. And Moses heard them weeping by their families, every one in his door, and the Lord was very angry, and the thing was evil in the sight of Moses. And Moses said to the Lord, "Why hast thou afflicted thy servant, and why have I not found grace in thy sight, that thou shouldest lay the weight of this people upon me? Have I conceived all this people, or have I borne them? That thou sayest to me, Take them into thy bosom, as a nurse would take her suckling, into the land which thou swearest to their fathers. Whence have I flesh to give to all this people? For they weep to me, saying, Give us flesh, that we may eat. I shall not be able to bear this people alone, for this thing is too heavy for me. And if thou doest thus to me, slay me utterly, if I have found favor with thee, that I may not see my affliction." And the Lord said to Moses, "Gather me 70 men from the elders of Israel, whom thou thyself knowest that they are the elders of the people, and their scribes, and thou shalt bring them to the tabernacle of witness, and they shall stand there with thee. And I will go down, and speak there with thee, and I will take of the Spirit that is upon thee, and will put it upon them, and they shall bear together with thee the burden of the people, and thou shalt not bear them alone. And to the people thou shalt say, Purify yourselves for the morrow, and ye shall eat flesh, for ye wept before the Lord, saying, Who shall give us flesh to eat? For it was well with us in Egypt, and the Lord shall allow you to eat flesh, and ye shall eat flesh. Ye shall not eat 1 day, nor 2, nor 5 days, nor 10 days, nor 20 days. Ye shall eat for a full month, until the flesh come out at your nostrils, and it shall be nausea to you, because ye disobeyed the Lord, who is among you, and wept before him, saying, What had we to do to come out of Egypt? And Moses said, The people among whom I am are 600,000 footmen, and thou saidst, I will give them flesh to eat, and they shall eat a whole month. Shall sheep and oxen be slain for them, and shall it suffice them? Or shall all the fish of the sea be gathered together for them, and shall it suffice them? And the Lord said to Moses, Shall not the hand of the Lord be fully sufficient? Now shalt thou know whether my word shall come to pass to thee or not. And Moses went out, and spoke the words of the Lord to the people, and he gathered 70 men of the elders of the people, and he set them round about the tabernacle. And the Lord came down in a cloud, and spoke to him, and took of the Spirit that was upon him, and put it upon the 70 men that were elders. And when the Spirit rested upon them, they prophesied and ceased. And there were 2 men left in the camp, the name of the one was Eldad, and the name of the other Madad. And the Spirit rested upon them, and these were of the number of them that were enrolled, but they did not come to the tabernacle, and they prophesied in the camp. And the young man ran and told Moses, and spoke, saying, Bildad and Madad prophesy in the camp. And Joshua the son of Naui, who attended on Moses, the chosen one, said, My lord Moses, forbid them. And Moses said to him, Art thou jealous on my account? And would that all the Lord's people were prophets, whenever the Lord shall put his Spirit upon them. And Moses departed into the camp, himself and the elders of Israel. And there went forth a wind from the Lord, and brought quails over from the sea, and it brought them down upon the camp a day's journey on this side, and a day's journey on that side, round about the camp, as it were 2 cubits from the earth. And the people rose up all the day, and all the night, and all the next day, and gathered quails. He that gathered least gathered 10 measures, and they refreshed themselves round about the camp. The flesh was yet between their teeth, before it failed, when the Lord was wroth with the people, and the Lord smote the people with a very great plague. And the name of that place was called the Graves of Lust, for there they buried the people that lusted. The people departed from the graves of lust to Asaroth, and the people halted at Asaroth. And Miriam and Aaron spoke against Moses, because of the Ethiopian woman whom Moses took, for he had taken an Ethiopian woman. And they said, Has the Lord spoken to Moses only? Has he not also spoken to us? And the Lord heard it. And the man Moses was very meek beyond all the men that were upon the earth. And the Lord said immediately to Moses and Aaron and Miriam, Come forth all 3 of you to the tabernacle of witness. And the 3 came forth to the tabernacle of witness, and the Lord descended in a pillar of a cloud, and stood at the door of the tabernacle of witness, and Aaron and Miriam were called, and both came forth. And he said to them, Hear my words. If there should be of you a prophet to the Lord, I will be made known to him in a vision, and in sleep will I speak to him. My servant Moses is not so, he is faithful in all my house. I will speak to him mouth to mouth apparently, and not in dark speeches, and he has seen the glory of the Lord. And why were ye not afraid to speak against my servant Moses? And the great anger of the Lord was upon them, and he departed. And the cloud departed from the tabernacle, and, behold, Miriam was leprous, white as snow, and Aaron looked upon Miriam, and, behold, she was leprous. And Aaron said to Moses, I beseech thee, my Lord, do not lay sin upon us, for we were ignorant wherein we sinned. Let her not be as it were like death, as an abortion coming out of his mother's womb, when the disease devours the half of the flesh. And Moses cried to the Lord, saying, O God, I beseech thee, heal her. And the Lord said to Moses, If her father had only spit in her face, would she not be ashamed 7 days? Let her be set apart 7 days without the camp, and afterwards she shall come in. And Miriam was separated without the camp 7 days, and the people moved not forward till Miriam was cleansed. And afterwards the people set forth from Asaroth, and encamped in the wilderness of Paran. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Send for thee men, and let them spy the land of the Canaanites, which I give to the sons of Israel for a possession, 1 man for a tribe. Thou shalt send them away according to their families, every one of them a prince. And Moses sent them out of the wilderness of Paran by the word of the Lord. All these were the princes of the sons of Israel. And these are their names: of the tribe of Reuben, Samuel the son of Zachar. Of the tribe of Simeon, Saphat the son of Suri. Of the tribe of Judah, Jalab the son of Jephon. Of the tribe of Issachar, Ilil the son of Joseph. Of the tribe of Ephraim, Oz the son of Naui. Of the tribe of Benjamin, Phalti the son of Raphael. Of the tribe of Zabulon, Gudiel the son of Sudi. Of the tribe of Joseph of the sons of Manasseh, Guddi the son of Suzi. Of the tribe of Dan, Amiel the son of Gamali. Of the tribe of Azer, Sathar the son of Michael. Of the tribe of Naphtali, Nabi the son of Sabi. Of the tribe of Gad, Gudiel the son of Maki. These are the names of the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land, and Moses called Oz the son of Naui, Joshua. And Moses sent them to spy out the land of Shinar, and said to them, Go up by this wilderness, and ye shall go up to the mountain, and ye shall see the land, what it is, and the people that dwells on it, whether it is strong or weak, or whether they are few or many. And what the land is on which they dwell, whether it is good or bad, and what the cities are wherein these dwell, whether they dwell in walled cities or unwalled. And what the land is, whether rich or poor, whether there are trees in it or no, and ye shall persevere and take of the fruits of the land, and the days were the days of spring, the forerunners of the grape. And they went up and surveyed the land from the wilderness of Sin to Rod, as men go into Emath. And they went up by the wilderness, and departed as far as Shebron, and there was Achiman, and Sesi, and Phelemi, the progeny of Enoch. Now Shebron was built 7 years before Tannan of Egypt. And they came to the valley of the cluster and surveyed it, and they cut down thence a bough and 1 cluster of grapes upon it, and bore it on staves, and they took of the pomegranates and the figs. And they called that place the valley of the cluster, because of the cluster which the children of Israel cut down from thence. And they returned thence, having surveyed the land, after 40 days. And they proceeded and came to Moses and Aaron and all the congregation of the children of Israel, to the wilderness of Pharencades, and they brought word to them and to all the congregation, and they shewed the fruit of the land, and they reported to him, and said, We came into the land into which thou sentest us, a land flowing with milk and honey, and this is the fruit of it. Only the nation that dwells upon it is bold, and they have very great and strong walled towns, and we saw there the children of Enoch. And Amalek dwells in the land toward the south, and the Chetite and the Avite, and the Jebusite, and the Amorite dwells in the hill country, and the Shannonite dwells by the sea, and by the river Jordan. And Chaleb stayed the people from speaking before Moses, and said to him, Nay, but we will go up by all means, and will inherit it, for we shall surely prevail against them. But the men that went up together with him said, We will not go up, for we shall not by any means be able to go up against the nation, for it is much stronger than we. And they brought a horror of that land which they surveyed upon the children of Israel, saying, The land which we passed by to survey it is a land that eats up its inhabitants, and all the people whom we saw in it are men of extraordinary stature. And there we saw the giants, and we were before them as locusts, yet even so were we before them. And all the congregation lifted up their voice and cried, and the people wept all that night. And all the children of Israel murmured against Moses and Aaron, and all the congregation said to them, Would we had died in the land of Egypt, or in this wilderness, would we had died. And why does the Lord bring us into this land to fall by the sword? Our wives and our children shall be for a prey. Now then it is better to return into Egypt. And they said one to another, Let us make a ruler, and return into Egypt. And Moses and Aaron fell upon their face before all the congregation of the children of Israel. But Joshua the son of Nun, and Caleb the son of Jephunneh, of the number of them that spied out the land, rent their garments, and spoke to all the congregation of the children of Israel, saying, The land which we surveyed is indeed extremely good. If the Lord choose us, he will bring us into this land, and give it us, a land which flows with milk and honey. Only depart not from the Lord, and fear ye not the people of the land, for they are meat for us, for the season of their prosperity is departed, but the Lord is among us, fear them not. And all the congregation bade stone them with stones, and the glory of the Lord appeared in the cloud on the tabernacle of witness to all the children of Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, How long does this people provoke me? And how long do they refuse to believe me for all the signs which I have wrought among them? I will smite them with death, and destroy them, and I will make of thee and of thy father's house a great nation, and much greater than this. And Moses said to the Lord, So Egypt shall hear, for thou hast brought up this people from them by thy might. Moreover, all the dwellers upon this land have heard that thou art Lord in the midst of this people, who, O Lord, art seen by them face to face, and thy cloud rests upon them, and thou goest before them by day in a pillar of a cloud, and by night in a pillar of fire. And if thou shalt destroy this nation as one man, then all the nations that have heard thy name shall speak, saying, Because the Lord could not bring this people into the land which he sware to them, he has overthrown them in the wilderness. And now, O Lord, let thy strength be exalted, as thou spakest, saying, The Lord is long-suffering and merciful, and true, removing transgressions and iniquities and sins, and he will by no means clear the guilty, visiting the sins of the fathers upon the children to the 3rd and 4th generation. Forgive this people their sin according to thy great mercy, as thou wast favorable to them from Egypt until now. And the Lord said to Moses, I am gracious to them according to thy word. But as I live and my name is living, so the glory of the Lord shall fill all the earth. For all the men who see my glory, and the signs which I wrought in Egypt, and in the wilderness, and have tempted me this 10th time, and have not hearkened to my voice, surely they shall not see the land, which I swear to their fathers, but their children which are with me here, as many as know not good or evil, every inexperienced youth, to them will I give the land, but none who have provoked me shall see it. But my servant Caleb, because there was another spirit in him, and he followed me, I will bring him into the land into which he entered, and his seed shall inherit it. But Amalek and the Canaanite dwell in the valley. Tomorrow turn and depart for the wilderness by the way of the Red Sea. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, How long shall I endure this wicked congregation? I have heard their murmurings against me, even the murmuring of the children of Israel, which they have murmured concerning you. Say to them, As I live, saith the Lord, surely as ye spoke into my ears, so will I do to you. Your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness, and all those of you that were reviewed, and those of you that were numbered from 20 years old and upward, all that murmured against me, ye shall not enter into the land for which I stretched out my hand to establish you upon it, except only Caleb the son of Jephunneh, and Joshua the son of Nun. And your little ones, who ye said should be a prey, them will I bring into the land, and they shall inherit the land, which ye rejected. And your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness. And your sons shall be fed in the wilderness 40 years, and they shall bear your fornication, until your carcasses be consumed in the wilderness. According to the number of the days during which he spied the land, 40 days, a day for a year, he shall bear your sins 40 years, and ye shall know my fierce anger. I the Lord have spoken, surely will I do thus to this evil congregation that has risen up together against me. In this wilderness they shall be utterly consumed, and there they shall die. And the men whom Moses sent to spy out the land, and who came and murmured against it to the assembly so as to bring out evil words concerning the land, the men that spoke evil reports against the land, even died of the plague before the Lord. And Joshua the son of Nun and Caleb the son of Jephunneh still lived of those men that went to spy out the land. And Moses spoke these words to all the children of Israel, and the people mourned exceedingly. And they rose early in the morning and went up to the top of the mountain, saying, Behold, we that are here will go up to the place of which the Lord has spoken, because we have sinned. And Moses said, Why do ye transgress the word of the Lord? Ye shall not prosper. Go not up, for the Lord is not with you, so shall ye fall before the face of your enemies. For Amalek and a Canaanite are there before you, and ye shall fall by the sword, because ye have disobeyed the Lord and turned aside, and the Lord will not be among you. And having forced their passage, they went up to the top of the mountain, but the ark of the covenant of the Lord and Moses stirred not out of the camp. And Amalek and the Canaanite that dwelt in that mountain came down, and routed them, and destroyed them unto Hormah, and they returned to the camp. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, When ye are come into the land of your habitation, which I give to you, and thou wilt offer whole burnt offerings to the Lord, a whole burnt offering, or a meat offering to perform a vow, or a freewill offering, or to offer in your feasts a sacrifice of sweet savor to the Lord, whether of the herd or the flock. Then he that offers his gift to the Lord shall bring a meat offering of fine flour, a 10th part of an ephah mingled with oil, even with the 4th part of a hin. And for a drink offering ye shall offer the 4th part of a hin on the whole burnt offering, or on the meat offering. For every lamb thou shalt offer so much, as a sacrifice, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And for a ram, when ye offer it as a whole burnt offering or as a sacrifice, thou shalt prepare as a meat offering 2/10 of fine flour mingled with oil, the 3rd part of a hin. And ye shall offer for a smell of sweet savor to the Lord wine for a drink offering, the 3rd part of a hin. And if ye sacrifice a bullock from the herd for a whole burnt offering or for a sacrifice, to perform a vow or a peace offering to the Lord, then the worshipper shall offer upon the calf a meat offering, 3/10 deals of fine flour mingled with oil, even the half of a hin. And wine for a drink offering the half of a hin, a sacrifice for a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. Thus shalt thou do to one calf or to one ram, or to 1 lamb of the sheep or kid of the goats. According to the number of what ye shall offer, so shall ye do to each one, according to their number. Every native of the country shall do thus to offer such things as sacrifices for a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And if there should be a stranger among you in your land, or one who should be born to you among your generations, and he will offer a sacrifice, a smell of sweet savor to the Lord, as ye do, so the whole congregation shall offer to the Lord. There shall be one law for you and for the strangers abiding among you, a perpetual law for your generations. As ye are, so shall the stranger be before the Lord. There shall be one law and one ordinance for you, and for the stranger that abides among you. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and thou shalt say to them, When ye are entering into the land, into which I bring you, then it shall come to pass, when ye shall eat of the bread of the land, ye shall separate a wave offering, a special offering to the Lord, the first fruits of your dough. Ye shall offer your bread a heave offering, as a heave offering from the threshing floor, so shall ye separate it, even the first fruits of your dough, and ye shall give the Lord a heave offering throughout your generations. But whensoever ye shall transgress, and not perform all these commands, which the Lord spoke to Moses, as the Lord appointed you by the hand of Moses, from the day which the Lord appointed you and forward throughout your generations, then it shall come to pass, if a trespass be committed unwillingly, unknown to the congregation, then shall all the congregation offer a calf of the herd without blemish for a whole burnt offering of sweet savor to the Lord, and its meat offering and its drink offering according to the ordinance, and 1 kid of the goats for a sign offering. And the priest shall make atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the trespass shall be forgiven them, because it is involuntary, and they have brought their gift, a burnt offering to the Lord for their trespass before the Lord, even for their involuntary sins. And it shall be forgiven as respects all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that is abiding among you, because it is involuntary to all the people. And if one soul sin unwillingly, he shall bring 1 she-goat of a year old for a sin offering. And the priest shall make atonement for the soul that committed the trespass unwillingly, and that sin unwillingly before the Lord, to make atonement for him. There shall be one law for the native among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that abides among them, whosoever shall commit a trespass unwillingly. And whatever soul either of the natives or of the strangers shall do anything with a presumptuous hand, he will provoke God, that soul shall be cut off from his people, for he has said it not the word of the Lord and broken his commands. That soul shall be utterly destroyed, his sin is upon him. And the children of Israel were in the wilderness, and they found a man gathering sticks on the Sabbath day. And they who found him gathering sticks on the Sabbath day brought him to Moses and Aaron, and to all the congregation of the children of Israel. And they placed him in custody, for they did not determine what they should do to him. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Let the man be by all means put to death, all the congregation, stone him with stones. And all the congregation brought him forth out of the camp, and all the congregation stoned him with stones outside the camp, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and thou shalt tell them, and let them make for themselves fringes upon the borders of their garments throughout their generations, and ye shall put upon the fringes of the borders a lace of blue. And it shall be on your fringes, and ye shall look on them, and ye shall remember all the commands of the Lord, and do them, and ye shall not turn back after your imaginations, and after the sight of your eyes into things after which ye go a-whoring, that ye may remember and perform all my commands, and ye shall be holy unto your God. I am the Lord your God that brought you out of the land of Egypt, to be your God. I am the Lord your God. And Kor the son of Izar the son of Cat the son of Levi, and Dathan and Abram, sons of Eliab, and Aun the son of Phalet the son of Reuben, spoke, and rose up before Moses, and 250 men of the sons of Israel, chiefs of the assembly, chosen counselors, and men of renown. They rose up against Moses and Aaron, and said, Let it be enough for you that all the congregation are holy, and the Lord is among them, and why do ye set up yourselves against the congregation of the Lord? And when Moses heard it, he fell on his face. And he spoke to Kor and all his assembly, saying, God has visited and known those that are his and who are holy, and has brought them to himself, and whom he has chosen for himself, he has brought to himself. This take to yourselves censers, Kor and all his company, and put fire on them, and put incense on them before the Lord tomorrow. And it shall come to pass that the man whom the Lord has chosen, he shall be holy. Let it be enough for you, ye sons of Levi. And Moses said to Kor, Hearken to me, ye sons of Levi. Is it a little thing for you, that the God of Israel has separated you from the congregation of Israel, and brought you near to himself to minister in the services of the tabernacle of the Lord, and to stand before the tabernacle to minister for them? And he has brought thee near, and all thy brethren the sons of Levi with thee, and ye seek to be priests also. Thus it is with thee and all thy congregation which is gathered together against God, and who is Aaron, that ye murmur against him. And Moses sent to call Dathan and Abiram sons of Eliab, and they said, We will not go up. Is it a little thing that thou hast brought us up to a land flowing with milk and honey, to kill us in the wilderness, and that thou altogether rulest over us? Thou art a prince, and hast thou brought us into a land flowing with milk and honey, and hast thou given us an inheritance of land and vineyards? Wouldest thou have put out the eyes of those men? We will not go up. And Moses was exceeding indignant, and said to the Lord, Do thou take no heed to their sacrifice. I have not taken away the desire of any one of them, neither have I hurt any one of them. And Moses said to Kor, Sanctify thy company, and be ready before the Lord, thou and Aaron and they, tomorrow. And take each man his censer, and ye shall put incense upon them, and shall bring each one his censer before the Lord, 250 censers, and thou and Aaron shall bring each his censer. And each man took his censer, and they put on them fire, and laid incense on them, and Moses and Aaron stood by the doors of the tabernacle of witness. And Kor raised up against them all his company by the door of the tabernacle of witness, and the glory of the Lord appeared to all the congregation. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Separate yourselves from the midst of this congregation, and I will consume them at once. And they fell on their faces, and said, O God, the God of spirits and of all flesh, if one man has sinned, shall the wrath of the Lord be upon the whole congregation? And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the congregation, saying, Depart from the company of Kor round about. And Moses rose up and went to Dathan and Abiram, and all the elders of Israel went with him. And he spoke to the congregation, saying, Separate yourselves from the tents of these stubborn men, and touch nothing that belongs to them, lest ye be consumed with them in all their sin. And they stood aloof from the tent of Kor round about, and Dathan and Abiram went forth and stood by the doors of their tents, and their wives and their children and their store. And Moses said, Hereby shall ye know that the Lord has sent me to perform all these works, that I have not done them of myself. If these men shall die according to the death of all men, if also their visitation shall be according to the visitation of all men, then the Lord has not sent me. But if the Lord shall show by a wonder, and the earth shall open her mouth and swallow them up, and their houses, and their tents, and all that belongs to them, and they shall go down alive into Hades, then ye shall know that these men have provoked the Lord. And when he ceased speaking all these words, the ground clave asunder beneath them. And the ground opened, and swallowed them up, and their houses, and all the men that were with Kor, and their cattle. And they went down and all that they had, alive into Hades, and the ground covered them, and they perished from the midst of the congregation. And all Israel round about them fled from the sound of them, for they said, Lest the earth swallow us up also. And fire went forth from the Lord, and devoured the 250 men that offered incense. And the Lord said to Moses, and to Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, Take up the brazen censers out of the midst of the men that have been burnt, and scatter the strange fire yonder, for they have sanctified the censers of these sinners against their own souls, and do thou make them beaten plates a covering to the altar, because they were brought before the Lord and hallowed, and they became a sign to the children of Israel. And Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest took the brazen censers, which the men who had been burnt brought near, and they put them as a covering on the altar, a memorial to the children of Israel, that no stranger might draw nigh, who is not of the seed of Aaron, to offer incense before the Lord. So he shall not be as Kor and as they that conspired with him, as the Lord spoke to him by the hand of Moses. And the children of Israel murmured the next day against Moses and Aaron, saying, Ye have killed the people of the Lord. And it came to pass, when the congregation combined against Moses and Aaron, that they ran impetuously to the tabernacle of witness, and the cloud covered it, and the glory of the Lord appeared. And Moses and Aaron went in front of the tabernacle of witness. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, Depart out of the midst of this congregation, and I will consume them at once. And they fell upon their faces. And Moses said to Aaron, Take a censer, and put on it fire from the altar, and put incense on it, and carry it away quickly into the camp, and make atonement for them, for wrath is gone forth from the presence of the Lord, it has begun to destroy the people. And Aaron took as Moses spoke to him, and ran among the congregation, for already the plague had begun among the people, and he put on incense, and made an atonement for the people. And he stood between the dead and the living, and the plague ceased. And they that died in the plague were 14,700, besides those that died on account of Kor. And Aaron returned to Moses to the door of the tabernacle of witness, and the plague ceased. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and take rods of them, according to the houses of their families, a rod from all their princes, according to the houses of their families, 12 rods, and write the name of each on his rod. And write the name of Aaron on the rod of Levi, for it is one rod for each. They shall give them according to the tribe of the house of their families. And thou shalt put them in the tabernacle of witness, before the testimony, where I will be made known to thee. And it shall be, the man whom I shall choose, his rod shall blossom, and I will remove from me the murmuring of the children of Israel, which they murmur against you. And Moses spoke to the children of Israel, and all their chiefs gave him a rod each, for one chief a rod, according to the house of their families, 12 rods, and the rod of Aaron was in the midst of the rods. And Moses laid up the rods before the Lord in the tabernacle of witness. And it came to pass on the morrow, that Moses and Aaron went into the tabernacle of witness, and, behold, the rod of Aaron for the house of Levi blossomed, and put forth a bud, and bloomed blossoms, and produced almonds. And Moses brought forth all the rods from before the Lord to all the sons of Israel, and they looked, and each one took his rod. And the Lord said to Moses, Lay up the rod of Aaron before the testimonies to be kept as a sign for the children of the disobedient, and let their murmuring cease from me, and they shall not die. And Moses and Aaron did as the Lord commanded Moses, so did they. And the children of Israel spoke to Moses, saying, Behold, we are cut off, we are destroyed, we are consumed. Every one that touches the tabernacle of the Lord dies. Shall we die utterly? And the Lord spoke to Aaron, saying, Thou and thy sons and thy father's house shall bear the sins of the holy things, and thou and thy sons shall bear the iniquity of your priesthood. And take to thyself thy brethren the tribe of Levi, the family of thy father, and let them be joined to thee, and let them minister to thee, and thou and thy sons with thee shall minister before the tabernacle of witness. And they shall keep thy charges, and the charges of the tabernacle, only they shall not approach the holy vessels and the altar, so both they and ye shall not die. And they shall be joined to thee, and shall keep the charges of the tabernacle of witness, in all the services of the tabernacle, and the stranger shall not approach to thee. And ye shall keep the charges of the holy things, and the charges of the altar, and so there shall not be anger among the children of Israel. And I have taken your brethren the Levites out of the midst of the children of Israel, a present given to the Lord, to minister in the services of the tabernacle of witness. And thou and thy sons after thee shall keep up your priestly ministration, according to the whole manner of the altar, and that which is within the veil, and ye shall minister in the services as the office of your priesthood, and the stranger that comes near shall die. And the Lord said to Aaron, And, behold, I have given you the charge of the firstfruits of all things consecrated to me by the children of Israel, and I have given them to thee as an honor, and to thy sons after thee for a perpetual ordinance. And let this be to you from all the holy things that are consecrated to me, even the burnt offerings, from all their gifts, and from all their sacrifices, and from every trespass offering of theirs, and from all their sin offerings, whatever things they give to me of all their holy things, they shall be thine and thy sons. In the most holy place shall ye eat them, every male shall eat them, thou and thy sons, they shall be holy to thee. And this shall be to you of the firstfruits of their gifts, of all the wave offerings of the children of Israel. To thee have I given them, and to thy sons and thy daughters with thee, a perpetual ordinance. Every clean person in thy house shall eat them. Every first offering of oil, and every first offering of wine, their firstfruits of corn, whatsoever they may give to the Lord, to thee have I given them. All the firstfruits that are in their land, whatsoever they shall offer to the Lord, shall be thine. Every clean person in thy house shall eat them. Every devoted thing among the children of Israel shall be thine. And everything that opens the womb of all flesh, whatsoever they bring to the Lord, whether man or beast, shall be thine. Only the firstborn of men shall be surely redeemed, and thou shalt redeem the firstborn of unclean cattle. And the redemption of them shall be from a month old, their valuation of 5 shekels, it is 20 oboli according to the holy shekel. But thou shalt not redeem the firstborn of calves, and the firstborn of sheep, and the firstborn of goats. They are holy, and thou shalt pour their blood upon the altar, and thou shalt offer the fat as a burnt offering for a smell of sweet savor to the Lord. And the flesh shall be thine, as also the breast of the wave offering, and as the right shoulder, it shall be thine. Every special offering of the holy things, whatsoever the children of Israel shall specially offer to the Lord, I have given to thee and to thy sons and to thy daughters with thee, a perpetual ordinance. It is a covenant of salt forever before the Lord, for thee and thy seed after thee. And the Lord said to Aaron, Thou shalt have no inheritance in their land, neither shalt thou have any portion among them, for I am thy portion and thine inheritance in the midst of the children of Israel. And, behold, I have given to the sons of Levi every tithe in Israel for an inheritance for their services, whereinsoever they perform ministry in the tabernacle of witness. And the children of Israel shall no more draw nigh to the tabernacle of witness to incur fatal guilt. And the Levite himself shall perform the service of the tabernacle of witness, and they shall bear their iniquities. It is a perpetual statute throughout their generations, and in the midst of the children of Israel they shall not receive an inheritance. Because I have given as a distinct portion to the Levites for an inheritance the tithes of the children of Israel, whatsoever they shall offer to the Lord, therefore I said to them, In the midst of the children of Israel they shall have no inheritance. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Thou shalt also speak to the Levites, and shalt say to them, If he take the tithe from the children of Israel, which I have given you from them for an inheritance, then shall ye separate from it a heave offering to the Lord, 1/10 of the 10th. And your heave offerings shall be reckoned to you as corn from the floor, and an offering from the winepress. So shall ye also separate them from all the offerings of the Lord out of all your tithes, whatsoever ye shall receive from the children of Israel, and ye shall give of them an offering to the Lord to Aaron the priest. Of all your gifts ye shall offer an offering to the Lord, and of every firstfruit the consecrated part from it. And thou shalt say to them, When ye shall offer the firstfruits from it, then shall it be reckoned to the Levites as produce from the threshing floor, and as produce from the winepress. And ye shall eat it in any place, ye and your families, for this is your reward for your services in the tabernacle of witness. And ye shall not bear sin by reason of it, for ye shall have offered an offering of firstfruits from it, and ye shall not profane the holy things of the children of Israel, that ye die not. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, This is the constitution of the law, as the Lord has commanded, saying, Speak to the sons of Israel, and let them take for thee a red heifer without spot, which has no spot on her, and on which no yoke has been put. And thou shalt give her to Eleazar the priest, and they shall bring her out of the camp into a clean place, and shall kill her before his face. And Eleazar shall take of her blood, and sprinkle of her blood 7 times in front of the tabernacle of witness. And they shall burn her to ashes before him, and her skin and her flesh and her blood, with her dung, shall be consumed. And the priest shall take cedar wood and hyssop and scarlet wool, and they shall cast them into the midst of the burning of the heifer. And the priest shall wash his garments, and bathe his body in water, and afterwards he shall go into the camp, and the priest shall be unclean till evening. And he that burns her shall wash his garments, and bathe his body, and shall be unclean till evening. And the clean man shall gather up the ashes of the heifer, and lay them up in a clean place outside the camp, and they shall be for the congregation of the children of Israel to keep. It is the water of sprinkling, a purification. And he that gathers up the ashes of the heifer shall wash his garments, and shall be unclean until evening, and it shall be a perpetual statute for the children of Israel and for the strangers joined to them. He that touches the dead body of any man shall be unclean 7 days. He shall be purified on the 3rd day and the 7th day, and shall be clean. But if he be not purged on the 3rd day and the 7th day, he shall not be clean. Every one that touches the carcass of the person of a man, if he should have died, and the other not have been purified, as defiled the tabernacle of the Lord, that soul shall be cut off from Israel, because the water of sprinkling has not been sprinkled upon him. He is unclean, his uncleanness is yet upon him. And this is the law: if a man die in a house, every one that goes into the house, and all things in the house, shall be unclean 7 days. And every open vessel which is not a covering bound upon it shall be unclean. And every one who shall touch a man slain by violence, or a corpse, or human bone, or sepulchre, shall be unclean 7 days. And they shall take for the unclean of the burnt ashes of purification, and they shall pour upon them running water into a vessel. And a clean man shall take hyssop, and dip it into the water, and sprinkle it upon the house, and the furniture, and all the souls that are therein, and upon him that touched the human bone, or the slain man, or the corpse, or the tomb. And the clean man shall sprinkle the water on the unclean on the 3rd day and on the 7th day, and on the 7th day he shall purify himself, and the other shall wash his garments, and bathe himself in water, and shall be unclean until evening. And whatever man shall be defiled and shall not purify himself, that soul shall be cut off from the midst of the congregation, because he has defiled the holy things of the Lord, because the water of sprinkling has not been sprinkled upon him. He is unclean. And it shall be to you a perpetual statute, and he that sprinkles the water of sprinkling shall wash his garments, and he that touches the water of sprinkling shall be unclean until evening. And whatsoever the unclean man shall touch shall be unclean, and the soul that touches it shall be unclean till evening. And the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, came into the wilderness of Sin in the 1st month, and the people abode in Kadesh, and Miriam died there, and was buried there. And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and Aaron. And the people reviled Moses, saying, Would we had died in the destruction of our brethren before the Lord! And wherefore have ye brought up the congregation of the Lord into this wilderness, to kill us and our cattle? And wherefore is this? Ye have brought us up out of Egypt, that we should come into this evil place, a place where there is no sowing, and neither figs, nor vines, nor pomegranates, neither is there water to drink. And Moses and Aaron went from before the assembly to the door of the tabernacle of witness, and they fell upon their faces, and the glory of the Lord appeared to them. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take thy rod, and call the assembly, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye to the rock before them, and it shall give forth its waters, and ye shall bring forth for them water out of the rock, and give drink to the congregation and their cattle. And Moses took his rod which was before the Lord, as the Lord commanded. And Moses and Aaron assembled the congregation before the rock, and said to them, Hear me, ye disobedient ones, must we bring you water out of this rock? And Moses lifted up his hand and struck the rock with his rod twice, and much water came forth, and the congregation drank, and their cattle. And the Lord said to Moses and Aaron, Because ye have not believed me to sanctify me before the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation into the land which I have given them. This is the water of strife, because the children of Israel spoke insolently before the Lord, and he was sanctified in them. And Moses sent messengers from Kadesh to the king of Edom, saying, Thus says thy brother Israel, Thou knowest all the distress that has come upon us. And how our fathers went down into Egypt, and we sojourned in Egypt many days, and the Egyptians afflicted us and our fathers. And we cried to the Lord, and the Lord heard our voice, and sent an angel and brought us out of Egypt, and now we are in the city of Kadesh, at the extremity of thy coasts. We will pass through thy land, we will not go through the fields, nor through the vineyards, nor will we drink water out of thy cistern. We will go by the king's highway, we will not turn aside to the right hand or to the left, until we have passed thy borders. And Edom said to him, Thou shalt not pass through me, and if otherwise, I will go forth to meet thee in war. And the children of Israel say to him, We will pass by the mountain, and if I and my cattle drink of thy water, I will pay thee, but it is no matter of importance, we will go by the mountain. And he said, Thou shalt not pass through me, and Edom went forth to meet him with a great host and a mighty hand. So Edom refused to allow Israel to pass through his borders, and Israel turned away from him. And they departed from Kadesh, and the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, came to Mount Hor. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron in Mount Hor, on the borders of the land of Edom, saying, let Aaron be added to his people, for ye shall certainly not go into the land which I have given the children of Israel, because ye provoked me at the water of strife. Take Aaron, and Eleazar his son, and bring them up to Mount Hor before all the congregation, and take Aaron's apparel from off him, and put it on Eleazar his son, and let Aaron die there and be added to his people. And Moses did as the Lord commanded him, and took him up to Mount Hor, before all the congregation. And he took Aaron's garments off him, and put them on Eleazar his son, and Aaron died on the top of the mountain, and Moses and Eleazar came down from the mountain. And all the congregation saw that Aaron was dead, and they wept for Aaron 30 days, even all the house of Israel. And Narad, the Canaanite king who dwelt by the wilderness, heard that Israel came by the way of Aphron, and he made war on Israel, and carried off some captives. Israel vowed a vow to the Lord, saying, If you will deliver this people into my power, I will devote them and their cities to you. The Lord hearkened to Israel's voice and delivered the Canaanite into their power, and Israel devoted him and his cities, and called the name of that place Anathema. After departing from Mount Hor by the way leading to the Red Sea, they compassed the land of Edom. The people lost courage by the way and spoke against God and Moses, saying, Why have ye brought us out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? There is no bread or water, and our soul loathes this light bread. The Lord sent deadly serpents among the people, and many Israelites died from their bites. The people came to Moses, saying, We have sinned, for we have spoken against the Lord in you. Pray that he take away the serpents. Moses prayed, and the Lord said to him, Make a serpent and put it on a pole. Whoever is bitten, when he looks at it, shall live. Moses made a bronze serpent and put it on a pole, and whenever a serpent bit a man, if he looked at the bronze serpent, he lived. The Israelites departed and encamped in Oboth, then at Ijabron, in the wilderness opposite Moab, eastward. They encamped in the valley of Zerd, and on the other side of Arnon, the border of Moab and the Amorites. It is said, A war of the Lord set fire to Zor and the streams of Arnon. They came to a well which the Lord had told Moses about, promising water. Israel sang a psalm at the well, Sing to the well, the princes dug it, the kings of the nations dug it with their scepters. From there, they went to Madonah, Nahaliel, Bamoth, and to the valley that looks toward the wilderness from the top of Pisgah. Moses sent ambassadors to Sihon, king of the Amorites, with peaceful words, Let us pass through your land, we will not turn aside into fields or vineyards, nor drink from wells. We will go by the king's highway until we pass your borders. But Sihon refused and gathered his people to battle at Jahaz. Israel defeated him with the sword and took possession of his land, from Arnon to Jabbok, as far as the Ammonites, including Jazer. Israel took all the cities of the Amorites, including Heshbon, the city of King Sihon. Sihon had previously fought against Moab and took their land from Aroer to Arnon. Prophets declared, A fire has gone forth from Heshbon, a flame from the city of Sihon, consuming Moab and devouring the pillars of Arnon. Woe to Moab, doomed and lost. Their sons are sold for preservation, and their daughters captive to Sihon. Their descendants will perish from Heshbon to Dibon. Israel dwelt in all the cities of the Amorites. Moses sent spies to Jazer, and they took it along with its villages, casting out the Amorites. They then journeyed toward Bashan. Og, king of Bashan, came out with his people to battle at Edrei. The Lord told Moses not to fear, for he had delivered Og and his land into their hands. Israel defeated Og and his sons, leaving none alive, and inherited his land. Israel encamped west of Moab by the Jordan, for Jericho. When Balak, son of Zippor, king of Moab, saw Israel's victories over the Amorites, Moab feared them greatly and was distressed. Moab said to the elders of Midian, This congregation will lick up all that is around us like a calf licking up the green grass. At that time, Balak was king of Moab. Balak sent ambassadors to Balaam, son of Beor, at Pethor, on the river in his country, saying, Behold, a people has come out of Egypt and covered the face of the earth, and has encamped near me. Now, come and curse this people, for they are stronger than we. If you can defeat them, drive them out of the land, for I know whoever you bless is blessed, and whoever you curse is cursed. The elders of Moab and Midian, with their divining instruments, came to Balaam and repeated Balak's message. Balaam said, "Stay here tonight, and I will see what the Lord says." The princes of Moab stayed with Balaam. God came to Balaam and asked, "Who are these men with you?" Balaam explained Balak's message. God said, "Ye shall not go with them or curse the people, for they are blessed." Balaam rose in the morning and told the princes of Balak, "God does not permit me to go with you." They returned to Balak, saying Balaam would not come. Balak sent more princes, more honorable than before, urging Balaam to come, promising great honor. Balaam replied, "Even if Balak gave me his house full of silver and gold, I cannot go beyond the word of the Lord to do less or more. Stay again tonight, and I will see what the Lord says." God came to Balaam at night and said, "If these men have come to call you, rise and go with them, but only do what I tell you." Balaam saddled his donkey and went with the princes of Moab. God's anger was kindled because he went. The angel of the Lord stood in the way to oppose him, sword drawn. When the donkey saw the angel, it turned aside into the field. Balaam struck it to keep it going. The angel stood in a narrow place with fences on both sides. The donkey pressed against the wall and crushed Balaam's foot. He struck it again. The angel moved ahead to a narrow place with no room to turn right or left. The donkey lay down. Balaam struck it again. Then God opened the donkey's mouth, and it said, "What have I done to you that you strike me these 3 times?" Balaam answered, "Because you mocked me. If I had a sword, I'd kill you now." The donkey said, "Have I been your donkey since youth? Have I ever done this before?" Balaam said, "No." Then God opened Balaam's eyes, and he saw the angel of the Lord standing in the way with sword drawn. Balaam bowed down on his face. The angel asked, "Why did you strike your donkey these 3 times?" "I came to oppose you because your way was reckless before me. The donkey saw me and turned away, otherwise would have killed you and spared her." Balaam said, "I have sinned, for I did not know you stood in the way to oppose me. If it displeases you, I will return." The angel told him, "Go with the men, but only say what I tell you." Balaam went with the princes of Balak. When Balak heard Balaam arrived, he met him at a city on Moab's border by the Arnon River. Balak said, "Did I not send for you? Why did you not come? Can I not honor you?" Balaam said, "I am here now. I can only say what God puts in my mouth." Balak took Balaam to the city of Arumah, and Balak sacrificed sheep and calves and sent them to Balaam and his princes. And Balaam said to Balak, "Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 calves and 7 rams." And Balak did as Balaam told him, and he offered up a calf and a ram on every altar. And Balaam said to Balak, "Stand by thy sacrifice, and I will go and see if God will appear to me and meet me, and a word which he shall show me, I will report to thee." And Balak stood by his sacrifice. And Balaam went to inquire of God, and he went straight forward, and God appeared to Balaam. Balaam said to him, "I have prepared the 7 altars, and have offered a calf and a ram on every altar." And God put a word into the mouth of Balaam, and said, "Thou shalt return to Balak, and thus shalt thou speak." And he returned to him. Moreover, he stood over his whole burnt offerings, and all the princes of Moab with him, and the Spirit of God came upon him. And he took up his parable, and said, "Balak king of Moab sent for me out of Mesopotamia, out of the mountains of the east, saying, Come, curse me Jacob, and come, call for a curse for me upon Israel. How can I curse whom the Lord curses not? Or how can I devote whom God devotes not? For from the top of the mountains I shall see him, and from the hills I shall observe him. Behold, the people shall dwell alone, and shall not be reckoned among the nations. Who has exactly calculated the seed of Jacob, and who shall number the families of Israel? Let my soul die with the souls of the righteous, and let my seed be as their seed." And Balak said to Balaam, "What hast thou done to me? I called thee to curse my enemies, and behold, thou hast greatly blessed them." And Balaam said to Balak, "Whatsoever the Lord shall put into my mouth, shall I not take heed to speak this?" And Balak said to him, come yet with me to another place where thou shalt not see the people, but only a part of them, and shalt not see them all, and curse me them from thence. And he took him to a high place of the field to the top of the quarried rock, and he built there 7 altars, and offered a calf and a ram on every altar. And Balaam said to Balak, Stand by thy sacrifice, and I will go to inquire of God. And God met Balaam, and put a word into his mouth, and said, Return to Balak, and thus shalt thou speak. And he returned to him, and he also was standing by his whole burnt sacrifice, and all the princes of Moab with him. And Balak said to him, What has the Lord spoken? And he took up his parable and said, Rise up, Balak, and hear, hearken as a witness, thou son of Sepher. God is not as man to waver, nor as the son of man to be threatened. Shall he say and not perform? Shall he speak and not keep his word? Behold, I have received commandment to bless, I will bless, and not turn back. There shall not be trouble in Jacob, neither shall sorrow be seen in Israel. The Lord his God is with him, the glories of rulers are in him. It was God who brought him out of Egypt, he has as it were the glory of a unicorn. For there is no divination in Jacob, nor enchantment in Israel. In season it shall be told to Jacob and Israel what God shall perform. Behold, the people shall rise up as a lion's whelp, and shall exalt himself as a lion. He shall not lie down till he have eaten the prey, and he shall drink the blood of the slain. And Balak said to Balaam, Neither curse the people at all for me, nor bless them at all. And Balaam answered and said to Balak, Spoke I not to thee, saying, Whatsoever thing God shall speak to me, that will I do. And Balak said to Balaam, Come and I will remove thee to another place, if it shall please God, and curse me them from thence. And Balak took Balaam to the top of Phator, which extends to the wilderness. And Balaam said to Balak, Build me here 7 altars, and prepare me here 7 calves and 7 rams. And Balak did as Balaam told him, and offered a calf and a ram on every altar. And when Balaam saw that it pleased God to bless Israel, he did not go according to his custom to meet the omens, but turned his face toward the wilderness. And Balaam lifted up his eyes, and saw Israel encamped by their tribes, and the Spirit of God came upon him. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam son of Beor says, The man who sees truly says, He who hears the oracle of the Mighty One, who saw a vision of God in sleep, his eyes were opened. How goodly are thy habitations, Jacob, and thy tents, Israel. As shady groves, and as gardens by a river, and as tents which God pitched, and as cedars by the waters. There shall come a man out of his seed, and he shall rule over many nations, and the kingdom of God shall be exalted, and his kingdom shall be increased. God led him out of Egypt, he has as it were the glory of a unicorn. He shall consume the nations of his enemies, and he shall drain their marrow, and with his darts he shall shoot through the enemy. He lay down, he rested as a lion, and as a young lion, who shall stir him up? They that bless thee are blessed, and they that curse thee are cursed. And Balak was angry with Balaam, and clapped his hands together. And Balak said to Balaam, I called thee to curse my enemy, and behold, thou hast decidedly blessed him this 3rd time. Now therefore flee to thy place. I said, I will honor thee, but now the Lord has deprived thee of glory. And Balaam said to Balak, Did I not speak to thy messengers also whom thou sentest to me, saying, If Balak should give me his house full of silver and gold, I shall not be able to transgress the word of the Lord to make it good or bad by myself. Whatsoever things God shall say, them will I speak. And now, behold, I return to my place. Come, I will advise thee of what this people shall do to thy people in the last days. And he took up his parable and said, Balaam the son of Beor says, The man who sees truly says, hearing the oracles of God, receiving knowledge from the Most High, and having seen a vision of God in sleep, his eyes were opened. I will point to him, but not now. I bless him, but he draws not near. A star shall rise out of Jacob, a man shall spring out of Israel, and shall crush the princes of Moab, and shall spoil all the sons of Seth. And Edom shall be an inheritance, and Esau his enemy shall be an inheritance of Israel, and Israel wrought valiantly. And one shall arise out of Jacob, and destroy out of the city him that escapes. And having seen Amalek, he took up his parable and said, Amalek is the first of the nations, yet his seed shall perish. And having seen the Kenite, he took up his parable and said, Thy dwelling place is strong, yet though thou shouldest put thy nest in a rock, and though Beer should have a skillfully contrived hiding place, the Assyrians shall carry thee away captive. And he looked upon Og, and took up his parable and said, Oh, who shall live, when God shall do these things? And one shall come forth from the hands of the Scythians, and shall afflict Assur, and shall afflict the Hebrews, and they shall perish together. And Balaam rose up and departed and returned to his place, and Balak went to his own home. And Israel sojourned in Sattin, and the people profaned itself by going a-whoring after the daughters of Moab. And they called them to the sacrifices of their idols, and the people ate of their sacrifices, and worshipped their idols. And Israel consecrated themselves to Baal-phegor, and the Lord was very angry with Israel. And the Lord said to Moses, Take all the princes of the people, and make them examples of judgment for the Lord in the face of the sun, and the anger of the Lord shall be turned away from Israel. And Moses said to the tribes of Israel, Slay ye every one his friend that is consecrated to Baal-phegor. And, behold, a man of the children of Israel came and brought his brother to a Midianitish woman before Moses, and before all the congregation of the children of Israel, and they were weeping at the door of the tabernacle of witness. And Phinehas the son of Eleazar, the son of Aaron the priest, saw it, and rose out of the midst of the congregation, and took a javelin in his hand, and went in after the Israelitish man into the chamber, and pierced them both through, both the Israelitish man, and the woman through her womb, and the plague was stayed from the children of Israel. And those that died in the plague were 24,000. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Phinehas the son of Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest has caused my wrath to cease from the children of Israel, when I was exceedingly jealous among them, and I did not consume the children of Israel in my jealousy. Thus do thou say to him, Behold, I give him a covenant of peace, and he and his seed after him shall have a perpetual covenant of priesthood, because he was zealous for his God, and made atonement for the children of Israel. Now the name of the smitten Israelitish man, who was smitten with the Midianitish woman, was Zambri son of Salmon, prince of a house of the tribe of Simeon. And the name of the Midianitish woman who was smitten was Chazbi, daughter of Sur, a prince of the nation of Amath. It is a chief house among the people of Midian. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, saying, Plague the Midianites as enemies, and smite them, for they are enemies to you by the treachery wherein they ensnare you through Phagor, and through Chazbi their sister, daughter of a prince of Midian, who was smitten in the day of the plague because of Phagor. And it came to pass after the plague that the Lord spoke to Moses and Eleazar the priest, saying, Take the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel, from 20 years old and upward, according to the houses of their lineage, every one that goes forth to battle in Israel. And Moses and Eleazar the priest spoke in the Arabboth of Moab at the Jordan by Jericho, saying, This is the numbering from 20 years old and upward, as the Lord commanded Moses. And the sons of Israel that came out of Egypt are as follows. Reuben was the firstborn of Israel, and the sons of Reuben, Enoch, and the family of the Enochites, Phallo, the family of the Phalloites, Asran, the family of the Asranites, Charmi, the family of the Charmites. These are the families of Reuben, and their numbering was 43,730. And the sons of Phallu were Eliab, and the sons of Eliab, Namuel, Dathan, and Abram. These are renowned men of the congregation. They were the ones who rose up against Moses and Aaron in the gathering of Korah, in the rebellion against the Lord. The earth opened her mouth and swallowed them and Korah when their assembly perished, and the fire devoured the 250 men, and they were made a sign. But the sons of Korah did not die. And the sons of Simeon, according to their families, Namuel, the family of the Namuelites, Jamin, the family of the Jaminites, Jachin, the family of the Jachanites, Zerah, the family of the Zerites, Saul, the family of the Saulites. These are the families of Simeon according to their numbering, 22,200. And the sons of Judah, Er and Onan, but Er and Onan died in the land of Canaan. These were the sons of Judah according to their families, Shelah, the family of the Shelonites, Perez, the family of the Perizzites, Zerah, the family of the Zerites. The sons of Perez, Asran, the family of the Asranites, Jamin, the family of the Jaminite. These are the families of Judah according to their numbering, 76,500. And the sons of Issachar according to their families, Tola, the family of the Tolates, Phua, the family of the Phuades, Jasub, the family of the Jasubites, Shimron, the family of the Shimronites. These are the families of Issachar according to their numbering, 64,400. The sons of Zebulun according to their families, Sered, the family of the Seredites, Elon, the family of the Elonites, Yaleel, the family of the Jaleelites. These are the families of Zebulun according to their numbering, 60,500. The sons of Gad according to their families, Zephon, the family of the Zephonites, Haggi, the family of the Haggites, Shini, the family of the Shinites, Ozni, the family of the Oznites, Eri, the family of the Erites, Arodi, the family of the Arodites, Areli, the family of the Arelites. These are the families of the children of Gad according to their numbering, 44,500. The sons of Asher according to their families, Jimnah, the family of the Jimnites, Ishwa, the family of the Ishuites, Beriah, the family of the Beriites, and their sister Sarah. The sons of Beriah, Heber and Malkiel, the family of the Malkielites. These are the families of Asher according to their numbering, 43,400. The sons of Joseph according to their families, Manasseh and Ephraim. The sons of Manasseh, Machir, the family of the Machirites. Machir begot Gilead, the family of the Gileadites. The sons of Gilead, Ezer, the family of the Ezerites, Helek, the family of the Helekites, Asriel, the family of the Asrielites, Shechem, the family of the Shechemites, Shemida, the family of the Shemidates, Hepher, the family of the Hepherites. And Salpad the son of Hepher had no sons but daughters, and these were the names of the daughters of Salpad, Mala, Noah, Hagla, Milcah, and Tirzah. These are the families of Manasseh according to their numbering, 52,700. And these are the children of Ephraim, Shuthelah, the family of the Shuthelahites, Beriah, the family of the Beriites, and their sister Tahath. The sons of Beriah, Repha, the family of the Rephates, Resheph, the family of the Reshephites, Tela, the family of the Telahites, Tahan, the family of the Tahanites, Ladan, the family of the Ladanites. These are the families of Ephraim according to their numbering, 32,500. These are the families of the children of Joseph according to their families. The sons of Benjamin according to their families, Bela, the family of the Belates, Ashbel, the family of the Ashbelites, Ahiram, the family of the Ahiramites, Shupham, the family of the Shuphamites, Hupham, the family of the Huphamites. The sons of Bela, Adar and Gera, the family of the Gereans. These are the families of Benjamin according to their numbering, 35,500. The sons of Dan according to their families, Husham, the family of the Hushamites. These are the families of Dan according to their numbering, 64,400. The sons of Naphtali according to their families, Jahzeel, the family of the Jahzeelites, Guni, the family of the Gunites, Jezer, the family of the Jezerites, Shillem, the family of the Shillemites. These are the families of Naphtali according to their numbering, 40,300. This is the numbering of the children of Israel, 601,730. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, To these the land shall be divided, so that they may inherit according to the number of the names. To the greater number give the greater inheritance, and to the smaller number the smaller inheritance, each shall receive according to their numbering. The land shall be divided by lot among the names, and they shall inherit according to the tribes of their families. Ye shall divide their inheritance by lot between the many and the few. And the sons of Levi according to their families, Gershon, the family of the Gershonites, Kohath, the family of the Kohathites, Merari, the family of the Merarites. These are the families of the sons of Levi, the family of the Libnites, the family of the Hebronites, the family of the Korahites, and the family of the Muzites. Kohath begot Amram. The name of his wife was Jochebed, daughter of Levi, who bore these to Levi in Egypt, Amram, Aaron, and Moses, and Miriam their sister. To Aaron were born Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Nadab and Abihu died when they offered strange fire before the Lord in the wilderness of Sinai. According to their numbering, there were 23,000 males, from a month old and upward. They were not numbered among the children of Israel because they have no inheritance among the children of Israel. And this is the numbering of Moses and Eleazar the priest, who numbered the children of Israel in the Arabboth of Moab at the Jordan by Jericho. Among these there was not a man numbered by Moses and Aaron whom the children of Israel numbered in the wilderness of Sinai, for the Lord said to them, "They shall surely die in the wilderness." There was not left even one of them except Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun. And the daughters of Salpad, the son of Ophir, the son of Galad, the son of Machir, of the tribe of Manasseh, of the sons of Joseph, came near, and these were their names, Mahlah, Noah, Eglah, Melchah, and Thirsa. They stood before Moses, Eleazar the priest, the princes, and all the congregation at the door of the tabernacle of witness, saying, "Our father died in the wilderness, and he was not among the congregation that rebelled against the Lord in the gathering of Kor, for he died for his own sin, and he had no sons. Let not the name of our father be blotted out of the midst of his people because he has no son. Give us an inheritance among our father's brethren." Moses brought their case before the Lord. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "The daughters of Salpad have spoken rightly. Ye shall surely give them an inheritance among their father's brethren and assign their father's inheritance to them. Speak to the children of Israel, saying, If a man dies and has no son, he shall assign his inheritance to his daughter. If he has no daughter, he shall give his inheritance to his brother. If he has no brothers, he shall give his inheritance to his father's brother. If there are no brothers of his father, he shall give the inheritance to his nearest relation of his tribe to inherit his possessions. This shall be an ordinance of judgment for the children of Israel, as the Lord commanded Moses. The Lord said to Moses, "Go up to the mountain in the country beyond Jordan, Mount Nebo, and behold the land of Canaan, which I give to the sons of Israel for a possession. Ye shall see it, and ye shall be gathered to your people, as Aaron your brother was gathered on Mount Hor, because you disobeyed my commandment in the wilderness of Sin, when the congregation resisted and refused to sanctify me. Ye did not sanctify me at the water before them. This is the water of strife at Kadesh in the wilderness of Sin." Moses said to the Lord, "Let the Lord God of spirits and all flesh appoint a man over this congregation who will go out before them and come in before them and lead them out and bring them in, so the congregation of the Lord will not be like sheep without a shepherd." The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Take Joshua the son of Nun, a man in whom is the Spirit, and lay your hand on him. Set him before Eleazar the priest and all the congregation and give him a charge before them. Put some of your glory on him, so the children of Israel may obey him. He shall stand before Eleazar the priest, and they shall ask of him before the Lord the judgment of the Urim. At his word they shall go out, and at his word they shall come in, he and all the children of Israel with one accord and the entire congregation." Moses did as the Lord commanded. He took Joshua, set him before Eleazar the priest and the congregation, laid his hands on him, and appointed him as the Lord ordered. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, "Charge the children of Israel, and tell them to offer me my gifts, presents, and burnt offerings for a sweet-smelling savor at my feasts. These are the burnt offerings ye shall bring to the Lord, 2 unblemished year-old lambs daily, as a whole burnt offering perpetually. Offer 1 lamb in the morning and the other in the evening. Offer the 10th part of an ephah of fine flour for a meat offering, mingled with oil, with the 4th part of a hin. This is a perpetual burnt offering, a sacrifice on Mount Sinai, a sweet-smelling savor to the Lord. Its drink offering is the 4th part of a hin poured in the holy place as a drink offering to the Lord. The 2nd lamb you shall offer toward evening with its meat offering and drink offering for a sweet savor to the Lord. On the Sabbath day, offer 2 unblemished year-old lambs, 2 tenths of fine flour mingled with oil for a meat offering and a drink offering. This is a whole burnt offering for the Sabbaths, besides the continual burnt offering and its drink offering. At the new moons, bring a burnt offering to the Lord, 2 calves of the herd, 1 ram, and 7 unblemished year-old lambs. Offer 3 tenths of fine flour mingled with oil for 1 calf, 2 tenths for 1 ram, and 1 tenth for each lamb as a meat offering, a sweet-smelling savor, a burnt offering to the Lord. Their drink offering shall be half a hin for 1 calf, a third of a hin for 1 ram, and a fourth of a hin of wine for 1 lamb. This is the monthly burnt offering throughout the months of the year. Offer one goat kid for a sin offering to the Lord beside the continual burnt offering and its drink offering. In the first month, on the 14th day, is the Passover to the Lord. On the 15th day is a 7-day feast where ye shall eat unleavened bread. The first day is a holy convocation, and ye shall do no servile work. Bring burnt offerings, a sacrifice to the Lord, 2 calves, 1 ram, and 7 unblemished year-old lambs. Their meat offerings shall be fine flour mingled with oil, 3/10 for 1 calf, 2/10 for 1 ram, and 1/10 for each lamb. Offer 1 goat kid for a sin offering to make atonement for you. Beside the continual burnt offering in the morning, which is a whole burnt sacrifice for a continual offering, these shall be offered daily for 7 days as a gift and sacrifice for a sweet-smelling savor to the Lord, besides the continual burnt offering and its drink offering. The 7th day is a holy convocation, do no servile work. On the day of the new grain, when you offer a new sacrifice at the festival of weeks to the Lord, it shall be a holy convocation, do no servile work. Bring burnt offerings for a sweet-smelling savor, 2 calves, 1 ram, 7 unblemished lambs. Their meat offerings shall be fine flour mingled with oil, 3/10 for 1 calf, 2/10 for 1 ram, and 1/10 for each lamb. Offer 1 goat kid for a sin offering to make atonement, besides the continual burnt offering, and offer their meat offerings. They shall be unblemished, and you shall offer their drink offerings. And in the 7th month, on the first day of the month, there shall be to you a holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work. It shall be to you a day of blowing the trumpets. Ye shall offer whole burnt offerings for a sweet savor to the Lord, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 7 lambs of a year old without blemish. Their meat offerings shall be fine flour mingled with oil, 3/10 of a deal for 1 calf, 2/10 of a deal for 1 ram, and 1/10 of a deal for each of the 7 lambs. Also, 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, to make atonement for you. This is besides the whole burnt offerings for the new moon, their meat offerings, their drink offerings, and their perpetual whole burnt offerings with meat and drink offerings according to their ordinance, for a sweet-smelling savor to the Lord. On the 10th of this month, there shall be to you a holy convocation, ye shall afflict your souls and do no work. Ye shall bring near whole burnt offerings for a sweet-smelling savor to the Lord, 1 calf of the herd, 1 ram, 7 lambs of a year old, all without blemish. Their meat offerings shall be fine flour mingled with oil, 3/10 of a deal for 1 calf, 2/10 for 1 ram, and 1/10 for each lamb. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering to make atonement for you, beside the sin offering for atonement and a continual whole burnt offering with its meat and drink offerings according to its ordinance for a sweet savor, a burnt sacrifice to the Lord. On the 15th day of this 7th month, ye shall have a holy convocation, ye shall do no servile work, and keep a feast to the Lord for 7 days. On the first day, bring near whole burnt offerings, a sacrifice for a sweet savor to the Lord, 13 calves of the herd, 2 rams, 14 lambs of a year old, all without blemish. Their meat offerings shall be fine flour mingled with oil, 3/10 of a deal for each calf, 2/10 for each ram, and 1/10 for each lamb. Also 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering with their meat and drink offerings. On the 2nd day, 12 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs without blemish. Their meat and drink offerings shall be according to their number and ordinance. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering with their meat and drink offerings. On the 3rd day, 11 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs without blemish. Their meat and drink offerings according to their number and ordinance. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering with their meat and drink offerings. On the 4th day, 10 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs without spot. Their meat and drink offerings according to number and ordinance. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering with their meat and drink offerings. On the 5th day, 9 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs without spot. Their meat and drink offerings according to number and ordinance. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering with their meat and drink offerings. On the 6th day, 8 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs without blemish. Their meat and drink offerings according to number and ordinance. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering with their meat and drink offerings. On the 7th day, 7 calves, 2 rams, 14 lambs without blemish. Their meat and drink offerings according to number and ordinance. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering with their meat and drink offerings. On the 8th day, there shall be to you a release, do no servile work. Offer whole burnt offerings as sacrifices to the Lord, 1 calf, 1 ram, 7 lambs of a year old without spot. Their meat and drink offerings shall be according to number and ordinance. 1 kid of the goats for a sin offering, beside the continual whole burnt offering with their meat and drink offerings. These sacrifices shall you offer to the Lord in your feasts, besides your vows, and ye shall offer your freewill offerings, your whole burnt offerings, meat offerings, drink offerings, and peace offerings. Moses spoke to the children of Israel according to all that the Lord commanded him, addressing the heads of the tribes, saying, Whatever man shall vow a vow to the Lord, or swear an oath, or bind himself with an obligation upon his soul, he shall not break his word, all that proceeds from his mouth he shall do. If a woman vows a vow to the Lord or obligates herself in her youth in her father's house, and her father hears but remains silent, her vows shall stand, and all obligations upon her soul shall remain. But if her father forbids her on the day he hears her vows, they shall not stand, and the Lord shall hold her guiltless. If she is married and her vows are upon her according to her words, and her husband hears and remains silent, all her vows are binding. But if her husband forbids her on the day he hears, none of her vows or obligations shall stand, and the Lord shall hold her guiltless. The vow of a widow or a divorced woman, whatever she binds upon her soul, shall stand. If her vow is made in her husband's house, and he hears but remains silent, all her vows shall stand. But if her husband cancels the vow on the day he hears, none of the vows or obligations stand, and the Lord shall hold her guiltless. Every vow and every binding oath to afflict her soul, her husband shall confirm or cancel. If he is silent day after day, he binds her vows and confirms the obligations because he held his peace when he heard them. If he cancels after hearing, he shall bear his iniquity. These are the ordinances the Lord commanded Moses between a man and his wife, and between a father and daughter in her youth in her father's house. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Avenge the wrongs of the children of Israel on the Midianites, and afterwards thou shalt be added to thy people. And Moses spoke to the people, saying, Arm some of you, and set yourselves in array before the Lord against Midian, to inflict vengeance on Midian from the Lord. Send 1,000 of each tribe from all the tribes of the children of Israel to set themselves in array. And they numbered of the thousands of Israel 1,000 of each tribe, 12,000. These were armed for war. And Moses sent them away 1,000 of every tribe with their forces, and Phinehas the son of Eleazar the son of Aaron the priest, and the holy instruments, and the signal trumpets were in their hands. And they set themselves in array against Midian, as the Lord commanded Moses, and they slew every male. And they slew the kings of Midian together with their slain subjects, even Evi and Rokon, and Sur, and Uar, and Robach, 5 kings of Midian, and they slew with the sword Balaam the son of Beer with their other slain. And they made a prey of the women of Midian, and their store, and their cattle, and all their possessions, and they spoiled their forces. And they burnt with fire all their cities in the places of their habitation, and they burnt their villages with fire. And they took all their plunder, and all their spoils, both man and beast. And they brought to Moses and to Eleazar the priest, and to all the children of Israel, the captives, and the spoils, and the plunder, to the camp to Arabboth Moab, which is at Jordan by Jericho. And Moses and Eleazar the priest and all the rulers of the synagogue went forth out of the camp to meet them. And Moses was angry with the captains of the host, the heads of thousands, and the heads of hundreds who came from the battle array. And Moses said to them, Why have ye saved every female alive? For they were the occasion to the children of Israel by the word of Balaam of their revolting and despising the word of the Lord, because of Phogor, and there was a plague in the congregation of the Lord. Now then slay every male in all the spoil, slay every woman who has known the lying with man. And as for all the captivity of women who have not known the lying with man, save ye them alive. And ye shall encamp outside the great camp 7 days. Every one who has slain and who touches a dead body shall be purified on the 3rd day, and ye and your captivity shall purify yourselves on the 7th day. And ye shall purify every garment and every leathern utensil, and all furniture of goat skin, and every wooden vessel. And Eleazar the priest said to the men of the host that came from the battle array, This is the ordinance of the law which the Lord has commanded Moses. Beside the gold, and the silver, and the brass, and the iron, and lead, and tin, everything that shall pass through the fire shall so be clean, nevertheless it shall be purified with the water of sanctification, and whatsoever will not pass through the fire shall pass through water. And on the 7th day ye shall wash your garments, and be clean, and afterwards ye shall come into the camp. And the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Take the sum of the spoils of the captivity both of man and beast, thou and Eleazar the priest, and the heads of the families of the congregation. And ye shall divide the spoils between the warriors that went out to battle, and the whole congregation. And ye shall take a tribute for the Lord from the warriors that went out to battle, 1 soul out of 500, from the men, and from the cattle, even from the oxen, and from the sheep, and from the asses, and ye shall take from their half. And thou shalt give them to Eleazar the priest as the firstfruits of the Lord. And from the half belonging to the children of Israel thou shalt take 150 from the men, and from the oxen, and from the sheep, and from the asses, and from all the cattle, and thou shalt give them to the Levites that keep the charges in the tabernacle of the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest did as the Lord commanded Moses. And that which remained of the spoil which the warriors took was, of the sheep, 675,000, and oxen, 72,000, and asses, 61,000. And persons of women who had not known lying with man, all the souls, 32,000. And the half, even the portion of them that went out to war, from the number of the sheep, was 337,500. And the tribute to the Lord from the sheep was 675. And the oxen, 36,000, and the tribute to the Lord 72. And asses, 30,500, and the tribute to the Lord 61. And the persons, 16,000, and the tribute of them to the Lord 32 souls. And Moses gave the tribute to the Lord, the heave offering of God, to Eleazar the priest, as the Lord commanded Moses, from the half belonging to the children of Israel, whom Moses separated from the men of war. And the half taken from the sheep, belonging to the congregation, was 337,500. And the oxen, 36,000, asses, 30,500, and persons, 16,000. And Moses took of the half belonging to the children of Israel the 50th part, of men and of cattle, and he gave them to the Levites who keep the charges of the tabernacle of the Lord, as the Lord commanded Moses. And all those who were appointed to be officers of thousands of the host, captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, approached Moses, and said to Moses, Thy servants have taken the sum of the men of war with us, and not one is missing. And we have brought our gift to the Lord, every man who has found an article of gold, whether an armlet, or a chain, or a ring, or a bracelet, or a clasp for hair, to make atonement for us before the Lord. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold from them, even every wrought article. And all the wrought gold, even the offering that they offered to the Lord, was 16,750 shekels from the captains of thousands and the captains of hundreds. For the men of war took plunder every one for himself. And Moses and Eleazar the priest took the gold from the captains of thousands and captains of hundreds, and brought the vessels into the tabernacle of witness, a memorial of the children of Israel before the Lord. And the children of Reuben and the children of Gad had a multitude of cattle, very great, and they saw the land of Jazer, and the land of Galad, and the place was a place for cattle. And the children of Reuben and the children of Gad came, and spoke to Moses, and to Eleazar the priest, and to the princes of the congregation, saying, Adaroth, and Daban, and Jazer, and Nama, and Esabon, and Eliel, and Sabama, and Nabal, and Bean, the land which the Lord has delivered up before the children of Israel, is pasture land, and thy servants have cattle. And they said, If we have found grace in thy sight, Let this land be given to thy servants for a possession, and do not cause us to pass over Jordan. And Moses said to the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben, Shall your brethren go to war, and shall ye sit here? And why do ye pervert the minds of the children of Israel, that they should not cross over into the land, which the Lord gives them? Did not your fathers thus, when I sent them from Cade's barn to spy out the land? And they went up to the valley of the cluster, and spied the land, and turned aside the heart of the children of Israel, that they should not go into the land, which the Lord gave them. And the Lord was very angry in that day, and swore, saying, Surely these men who came up out of Egypt from 20 years old and upward, who know good and evil, shall not see the land which I swore to give to Abraham and Isaac and Jacob, for they have not closely followed after me, save Caleb the son of Jephunneh, who was set apart, and Joshua the son of Nun, for they closely followed after the Lord. And the Lord was very angry with Israel, and for 40 years he caused them to wander in the wilderness, until all the generation which did evil in the sight of the Lord was extinct. Behold, ye are risen up in the room of your fathers, a combination of sinful men, to increase yet farther the fierce wrath of the Lord against Israel. For ye will turn away from him to desert him yet once more in the wilderness, and ye will sin against this whole congregation. And they came to him, and said, We will build here folds for our cattle, and cities for our possessions, and we will arm ourselves and go as an advanced guard before the children of Israel, until we shall have brought them into their place, and our possessions shall remain in walled cities because of the inhabitants of the land. We will not return to our houses till the children of Israel shall have been distributed, each to his own inheritance. And we will not any longer inherit with them from the other side of Jordan and onwards, because we have our full inheritance on the side beyond Jordan eastward. And Moses said to them, If ye will do according to these words, if ye will arm yourselves before the Lord for battle, and every one of you will pass over Jordan fully armed before the Lord, until his enemy be destroyed from before his face, and the land shall be subdued before the Lord, then afterwards ye shall return, and be guiltless before the Lord, and as regards Israel, and this land shall be to you for a possession before the Lord. But if ye will not do so, ye will sin against the Lord, and ye shall know your sin, when afflictions shall come upon you. And ye shall build for yourselves cities for your store, and folds for your cattle, and ye shall do that which proceeds out of your mouth. And the sons of Reuben and the sons of Gad spoke to Moses, saying, Thy servants will do as our Lord commands. Our store, and our wives, and all our cattle shall be in the cities of Galilee. But thy servants will go over all armed and set in order before the Lord to battle, as our Lord says. And Moses appointed to them for judges Eleazar the priest, and Joshua the son of Nun, and the chiefs of the families of the tribes of Israel. And Moses said to them, If the sons of Reuben and the sons of Gad will pass over Jordan with you, every one armed for war before the Lord, and ye shall subdue the land before you, then ye shall give to them the land of Galilee for a possession. But if they will not pass over armed with you to war before the Lord, then shall ye cause to pass over their possessions and their wives and their cattle before you into the land of Shinar, and they shall inherit with you in the land of Shinar. And the sons of Reuben and the sons of Gad answered, saying, Whatsoever the Lord says to his servants, that will we do. We will go over armed before the Lord into the land of Shinar, and ye shall give us our inheritance beyond Jordan. And Moses gave to them, even to the sons of Gad and the sons of Reuben, and to the half-tribe of Manasseh of the sons of Joseph, the kingdom of Sihon king of the Amorites, and the kingdom of Og king of Bashan, the land and its cities with its coasts, the cities of the land round about. And the sons of Gad built Dibon, and Adaroth, and Aroer, and Sophar, and Jazer, and they set them up, and Namram, and Bethron, strong cities, and folds for sheep. And the sons of Reuben built Esabon, and Elil, and Kiriatham, and Bealmeon, surrounded with walls, and Sebama, and they called the names of the cities which they built, after their own names. And the son of Machir the son of Manasseh went to Galilee, and took it, and destroyed the Amorite who dwelt in it. And Moses gave Galilee to Machir the son of Manasseh, and he dwelt there. And Jair the son of Manasseh went and took their villages, and called them the villages of Jair. And Nabal went and took Kath and her villages, and called them Naboth after his name. And these are the stages of the children of Israel, as they went out from the land of Egypt with their host by the hand of Moses and Aaron. Moses wrote their removals and their stages by the word of the Lord. These are the stages of their journeying. They departed from Ramesses in the first month, on the 15th day. On the day after the Passover, the children of Israel went forth with a high hand before all the Egyptians. The Egyptians buried those who died, all that the Lord smote, every firstborn in the land of Egypt. The Lord also executed vengeance on their gods. The children of Israel departed from Ramesses and encamped in Succos. They left Succos and encamped in Etham, at the edge of the wilderness. They departed from Etham and turned back to Pi-hahiroth, opposite Baal-zephon, and encamped before it. They departed from before Pi-hahiroth, crossed the middle of the sea into the wilderness, journeyed for 3 days, and encamped in Marah. From Marah they departed and came to Elim, where there were 12 springs and 70 palm trees, and they encamped there by the water. They left Elim and encamped by the Red Sea. They departed from the Red Sea and encamped in the wilderness of Sin. From there they departed and encamped in Dophkah, then in Alush, then in Rephidim, where there was no water for the people to drink. From Rephidim they encamped in the wilderness of Sinai, then at Kibroth-Hattaavah, the graves of Lust. They left there and encamped in Hazeroth. From Hazeroth they departed and encamped in Rithmah, then in Rimmon-Perez, Leboth, and Rissah. They continued to Makaloth, Tahath, Turah, Mithkah, Hashmanah, Mosroth, Benijachan, and Hor-Haggidgad. They left Hor-Haggidgad and encamped in Jotbathah, then at Brona, and in Ezion-Geber. From there they went to the wilderness of Zin and encamped at Kadesh, near Mount Hor, by the border of Edom. Aaron the priest, by the command of the Lord, went up to Mount Hor and died there in the 40th year of the departure from Egypt, in the 5th month, on the 1st day. Aaron was 123 years old at his death. Arad, the Canaanite king dwelling in the land of Canaan, heard about the children of Israel entering the land. They departed from Mount Hor and encamped in Zalmonah, then in Punon, Oboth, and Iabram on the border of Moab. They encamped in Dibon-Gad, Almon-Dibothaim, the mountains of Abram opposite Nebo, and finally on the western side of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho. They encamped between the plains of Moab by Jordan, near Abel-Shittim. The Lord spoke to Moses at the west of Moab by the Jordan at Jericho, saying, "Speak to the children of Israel and say to them, You are to pass over Jordan into the land of Canaan. Ye shall destroy all who dwell in the land before you, abolish their high places, destroy their molten images, and demolish their pillars. Destroy all the inhabitants of the land, and dwell in it, for I have given their land to you for an inheritance. Ye shall inherit their land according to your tribes, to the greater tribe, a larger possession, to the smaller tribe, a smaller possession. Each person's property shall be allotted by lot according to their families. But if you do not destroy the inhabitants, those left will be thorns in your eyes, darts in your sides, and enemies in the land you occupy. I will do to you as I planned to do to them." The Lord instructed Moses to charge the children of Israel, saying, "You are entering the land of Canaan, which shall be your inheritance. Your southern border shall be from the wilderness of Zin to the border of Edom, extending to the Salt Sea on the east. Your border will go from the south to Mount Seir, proceed by Zin, and reach Kadesh Barnea, then to the cities of Arad, and continue by Asmon to the river of Egypt. The western border shall be the Great Sea. Your northern border shall start at the Great Sea by Mount Hor at the entrance to Hamath, extend to Zedad, then to Ziphron, and end at Hazar-Enan. The eastern border shall run from Hazar-Enan to Shepham, down to Riblah on the east side of Ain, then to the eastern side of the Sea of Chinnereth, and down to the Jordan, ending at the Salt Sea. Moses charged the children of Israel that this land shall be inherited by lot as the Lord commanded, to the 9½ tribes. The tribes of Reuben, Gad, and the half-tribe of Manasseh have received their inheritance east of Jordan by Jericho. The Lord named the men who would divide the land, Eleazar the priest and Joshua son of Nun, along with one ruler from each tribe to distribute the land by lot. The men were Caleb son of Jephunneh of Judah, Shelumiel son of Zurishaddai of Simeon, Eldad son of Chislon of Benjamin, Buki son of Jogli of Dan, Haniel son of Ephod of Manasseh, Kemuel son of Shifton of Ephraim, the Lizaphan son of Parnak of Zebulun, Paltiel son of Azan of Issachar, the Hira son of Enan of Asher, Nabi son of Vophsi of Naphtali. These men were commanded by the Lord to distribute the inheritance among the children of Israel in the land of Canaan. And the Lord spoke to Moses to the west of Moab by Jordan near Jericho, saying, Give orders to the children of Israel, and they shall give to the Levite cities to dwell in from the lot of their possession, and they shall give to the Levites the suburbs of the cities around them. The cities shall be for them to dwell in, and their enclosures shall be for their cattle and all their beasts. The suburbs of the cities which ye shall give to the Levites shall be from the wall of the city and outward 2,000 cubits around. Ye shall measure outside the city on the east side 2,000 cubits, on the south side 2,000 cubits, on the west side 2,000 cubits, and on the north side 2,000 cubits. Your cities shall be in the midst of this, and the suburbs of the cities as described. Ye shall give the cities to the Levites, the 6 cities of refuge which ye shall give for the slayer to flee to, and in addition to these, 42 cities. Ye shall give to the Levites in all 48 cities, them and their suburbs. As for the cities which ye shall give out of the possession of the children of Israel, from those that have much ye shall give much, and from those that have less ye shall give less. They shall give of their cities to the Levites each one according to his inheritance which they shall inherit. The Lord spoke to Moses, saying, Speak to the children of Israel, and ye shall say to them, You are to cross over Jordan into the land of Canaan. Ye shall appoint for yourselves cities, they shall be cities of refuge for the slayer to flee to, every one who has killed another unintentionally. The cities shall be places of refuge from the avenger of blood, and the slayer shall not die until he stands before the congregation for judgment. The cities which ye shall assign, even the 6 cities, shall be places of refuge for you. Ye shall assign 3 cities on the other side of Jordan, and 3 cities in the land of Canaan. It shall be a place of refuge for the children of Israel, and for the stranger, and for him that sojourns among you. These cities shall be a place of refuge for everyone to flee to who has killed a man unintentionally. If he should smite him with an iron instrument, and the man should die, he is a murderer, let the murderer be put to death. If he should smite him with a stone thrown from his hand, whereby a man may die, and he thus dies, he is a murderer, let the murderer be put to death. If he should smite him with an instrument of wood from his hand, whereby he may die, and he thus dies, he is a murderer, let the murderer be put to death. The avenger of blood shall slay the murderer whenever he meets him. If he should thrust him through enmity, or cast anything upon him from an ambush, and the man dies, or if he smote him with his hand through anger and the man dies, let the man who smote him be put to death, he is a murderer. The avenger of blood shall slay the murderer when he meets him. But if he should thrust him suddenly, not through enmity, or cast anything upon him, not from an ambush, or smite him with any stone whereby a man may die, unintentionally, and it should fall upon him and he dies, but he was not his enemy nor sought to hurt him, then the assembly shall judge between the smiter and the avenger of blood, according to these judgments. The congregation shall rescue the slayer from the avenger of blood and restore him to his city of refuge, whither he fled, and he shall dwell there till the death of the high priest, whom they anointed with holy oil. If the slayer should go out beyond the bounds of the city where he fled, and the avenger of blood should find him outside the city of refuge and kill him, he is not guilty. For he ought to have remained in the city of refuge till the high priest died. After the death of the high priest, the slayer shall return to the land of his possession. These things shall be an ordinance of judgment throughout your generations. Whoever kills a man shall be put to death on the testimony of witnesses. 1 witness shall not testify against a person to cause death. Ye shall not accept ransom for the life of a murderer who is worthy of death, for he shall surely be put to death. Ye shall not accept a ransom to excuse his fleeing to the city of refuge so he may dwell in the land until the death of the high priest. So ye shall not pollute the land with murder, for the blood pollutes the land, and the land cannot be purged but by the blood of the one who shed it. Ye shall not defile the land where ye dwell, on which I dwell in your midst, for I am the Lord dwelling in the midst of the children of Israel. The heads of the tribe of the sons of Gilead, son of Machir, son of Manasseh, of the tribe of the sons of Joseph, came near and spoke before Moses, Eleazar the priest, and the heads of the families of Israel. They said, The Lord commanded our Lord to give the inheritance of Salpid our brother to his daughters. They will marry men of other tribes, and their inheritance will be taken away from our father's possession and added to the tribe where the women marry, reducing our inheritance. If there is a release among the children of Israel, their inheritance will be added to the tribe where the woman Mary, taken from our family's tribe. Moses charged the children of Israel by the commandment of the Lord, saying, "The daughters of Salpad shall marry men of their father's tribe, so the inheritance of Israel does not transfer from tribe to tribe. The daughters who inherit property shall marry men of their father's tribe, so each son inherits the property of his father's tribe. The inheritance shall not transfer between tribes but remain within each tribe." As the Lord commanded Moses, the daughters of Salpad, Thirsa, Eglah, Melcha, Noah, and Mahlah, married their cousins from the tribe of Manasseh, sons of Joseph, and their inheritance remained with their father's tribe. These are the commandments, ordinances, and judgments which the Lord commanded by the hand of Moses, at the west of Moab, at Jordan near Jericho.